from the North Pole, the South Pole, and Snowtown. Michelle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 884 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am John.
And I am Matt. Your voice sounds...
I know. It's
okay?
it's Cash. I'm sick, so I'm sorry.
It's going to be a very sick Christmas special because we have our holiday play.
Exactly. This is like the biggest show of the year.
Yep.
If you guys aren't aware or you're new to this show, we've been doing a Christmas play for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's episodic. That's happening tonight. And so we're going to be celebrating the holidays. And
but first, we have some Christmas games to talk about and also gaming news at the end of the show. So it's a regular show as well. And to celebrate Christmas, we are doing 2 giveaways. We have the Call of Duty Gunner glasses in our Discord going on for another week, as well as now Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. So we're doing some of like the biggest games of the year, of course, this DLC being one of them. So if you want to win from our sponsors, cdkeys.com, by the way, they have a big Christmas sale going on right now. Come to our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com. We do weekly giveaways from CD Keys. Going to be Wukong next week, or we're off next week, but the week after for New Year's, and some big games ahead. So check us out and check CD Keys out.
And then right before the new year, we're going to be doing our games of the year.
Yeah, so you should come down and vote. You have like another 2 weeks to vote for your games of the year, and then we're going to pick our games of the year on the 30th on Monday because it's New Year's Eve on the Tuesday. So off next week, and then Monday the 30th the week after. So I'm going to put the link here in Twitch, but it's in our Discord as well if you want to vote in the Game of the Year awards, because we'll be reading community picks right on air this year.
That's right. And then also,
that'll be fun.
Michelle.
Yep. Yes.
Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com, and become a premium member. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we've been doing this show a long time.
That's right.
Our website, videogameoutsiders.com.
Maybe
That's right.
We should have Matt do this part.
Go to videogameoutsiders.com. Go premium.
Yeah, I'll do
it's
a shtick.
$1.99 a month.
I'll do a bumper.
Once you're a member of Club VGO, you unlock our entire back catalog of almost 20 years. And you get all the bonus shows that we do every single week. We do John Show, Micro VGO, PC Outsiders. We just did Michelle? Shop. We did a holiday gift guide. All that stuff's on the app. And it's also on the premium at ilovevgo.com. Go to videogameoutsiders.com, $1.99 a month. And then also grab our free app on iOS or Android. Search for Video Game Outsiders. You can use that to listen to these shows. Or if you're a premium member, you can unlock all the bonus content.
It's hard to listen to you, John. You sound very ill. So don't talk unless you have to.
Right. That's fine with me.
I had a boyfriend tell me that once. No, I'm just kidding. Don't talk unless you have to. No. So we do weekly bonus shows. We have a 20-year back catalog. Go support us. Go get it. Now, also, John, we covered the Game Awards. We commentated live. It's up on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. You can sub free with Amazon Prime if you want to hear that, as well as the bloopers from tonight. Because if you're listening to this on the podcast, you're hearing the edited sound effect version. You're not going to hear the uncut, uncensored blooper version. So go to twitch.tv/John and Michelle for that. John, we got a lot of good feedback for our commentary about the Game Awards. I thought people were going to say you guys were too mean, too harsh. No, they loved it. They said get meaner. I laughed so hard.
Get meaner.
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, it is so cringe, honestly, that whole thing. Yeah. And it's conflicted.
The worst part was that guy, the Redfall guy who got fired, who got celebrated. He had more time on stage.
That guy,
yeah,
he's a 10-cent director, that guy.
Oh,
he's a crybaby. He cried on stage. Please don't get me started.
Matt, just so you know, they gave an award to a guy, right? That lost his job and then made a website, or he made a spreadsheet so people could.
He tried to create LinkedIn only for gamers.
He created LinkedIn in a worse way by just making a spreadsheet.
Then he went up on stage and cried.
LinkedIn.
He cried.
Right. And then he cried. They gave him an award because he made a spreadsheet.
Yes.
Where
I saw Harrison Ford show up. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're not sure. He was there to promote something, right, Michelle?
Yeah, promote, what's that show he does on Apple TV? Shrinking. Yeah.
Really? No.
Yeah, he did. He said at the end, nice. Shrinking on Apple TV. All right, so if you want to hear that, go to twitch.tv/John and Michelle. Sub free with Amazon Prime. It was really fun to make fun of, and then we'll be having our bloopers from tonight's show up on there as well. All right, so let's move on because we've got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of ground to cover, as John says, a lot of games.
That's right. Yeah,
ESP says, how does John get sick so much? I told you you're always sick, John. You are sick. You have never not been sick since I've known you.
That's not true. That's really not true.
It is. I haven't been sick in 20 years, and you're sick.
Well, I'm an outdoors guy. I don't know. I don't tell you.
It's all his walks. He's probably sinuses.
I'm going out without a coat. You know.
Oh, that's not smart.
It's not good.
Don't forget your coat.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm a little sick. My voice is hoarse.
He's sickly.
I'm sorry.
He is sickly. All right, we'll get through it though because there's some fun voices for the play tonight. But first, let's talk about some games. So I did watch Secret Level, a couple of episodes. Matt,
I did
you
too.
were excited about this. I'm going to let you talk about it because I just want to bring it up briefly to say that I did watch the Warhammer one. That's the one I liked. I didn't think any of the others so far were that great, but I didn't see the new set of what came out.
How about the Concord one?
The Warhammer one is going to make you want to play Space Marine. If you haven't, you should. But it also made me want to look into other Warhammer games that I have missed. And I saw Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader, and I thought it felt very Christmassy to me because what is Christmas other than trading goods and getting things out to the people you love?
Is that how you look at it, trading goods?
Yes, exactly. Well, if I give somebody a gift, somebody else had to. What about, elephant gifts,
A commercial transaction.
Yeah, we're just trading gifts on Christmas morning.
Okay, I give you a gift, you give me a gift. What would you call it, idiot? What would you call it, huh?
I don't know. It doesn't sound very. I don't know.
I think it does.
Swapping prezzies.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, I'm trying to tie it into Christmas, Dick. Okay, we don't need to break this down. Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. It's been a year since release. There have been some updates. So I picked up the game in the new DLC called Void Shadows. It just adds like some other characters and a whole other story that's built into the main story, which is nice. So it is a CRPG, turn-based on a grid, a little bit like Pathfinder, the new one, because it's from the same people who made it. So even Baldur's Gate 3, except obviously not that refined. But it is one of those games where in the character creator, if you want to create your own, you could spend hours in there. So many details, like little feeling of like, okay, I'm a psyker, but I'm this particular type of psyker, and I have this backstory, and I put the attribute points, and you really feel great kind of creating your character. And then you get dropped down into the world. It's a bit overwhelming. I know a little bit about Warhammer, but not tons. So I really appreciated the fact that they have hyperlinks in the dialogue where if you want to learn more about something, you click on it. It opens up this like built-in encyclopedia of
Final
Warhammer.
Fantasy did that.
Yes.
I loved when Final Fantasy did that because everything was so
tidy. Yeah.
And I'm actually interested in Warhammer stuff. And by the way, that Henry Cavill Warhammer show is a go on Amazon, and that's going to be good because he's actually invested in it. Yeah. So that's going to be great. So as kind of a mild Warhammer fan here, I appreciate the fact that I could play this game and learn about Warhammer while I'm playing and also kind of like get into the world of the game. So top down isometric, click to move. You don't control your team, you control your character, but you have like all of these different paths you can take with talents. And I mean, it's a true CRPG, feels a lot like Pathfinder, feels a bit like Baldur's Gate, like maybe one of the older ones. Because it is a little bit of like Eurojank going on with it. Like it's not totally polished, but it's actually really well done. And they captured that Warhammer feel, much like Space Marine did. Like when you play these games, you feel like what I know of Warhammer, at least, like really feels truly represented in these games. So if you've never looked at Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader, I would probably look at this one if you like those CRPGs. It's actually really, really good.
I have a really dumb question.
Sure.
CRPG? What's that?
Well, I mean, I think it means computer role-playing game, but they usually use that more for ones like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Computer role-playing game?
Yeah, well, you'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think I could be wrong, but I think I've seen it more used when we're talking about these sort of
all right, CRPG stands for, you're right, it stands for computer role-playing game. It's a type of video game where the player controls a character or group of characters in a well-defined world, and the characters undergo some form of development.
That's every RPG, though.
CRPGs are often based on tabletop role-playing games.
Yes, but they're usually based more on tabletop.
Top-down look, right?
Yeah, it's the tabletop. Well, no, because I wouldn't call Path of Exile a CRPG. I call it an ARPG. CRPGs technically feel more like a computer version of a board game.
I don't think that term has ever come up on this podcast, ever.
It has, and you said that last time, because I've used it before when I've talked about Kingmaker and stuff. Yeah, it's a Christmas role-playing game. Yes, O'Malley, thank you. So no, it's more like just a subgenre of RPG to me, where you know specifically, usually it's one of the top-down isometric turn-based party-based games. And so yeah, I was really impressed with Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. I think if you want to learn more about Warhammer too, but if you like these games at all, old school Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder, anything like that, this is one to look at. And there's a big DLC you can get as well that now they just released a couple months ago. All right, so other than that, I have been playing tons of Path of Exile. I think I have about 70 hours in now. I got through the campaign twice. I started looking at mapping.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying my witch build. I do Flame Wall, SRS, with flammability and pain offering. People who play Path of Exile witches might know something about this. I have Skelly Boys. I've got like arsonists and clerics.
The
and
Skelly
warriors.
Boys.
My Skelly Boys are
That's
like,
what they called us
I have
back
a whole
in the day.
song I sing when I
Remember the
play it.
Skelly
I'm like,
Boy
me and my
days?
Skelly Boys. I say me and my Skelly Boys. Like, and I have a
We were
I
a
like,
jug band.
yeah,
we
me
were
and my
good,
Skelly
though.
Boys are kicking ass. Like
You
people
played
are
all the
crying out
joints in
there. They're
town.
like, this game's too
Just
hard.
played
I'm like,
Cracker
it's the fucking
Barrel
Skelly
and
Boys because I'm not having
Poughkeepsie.
a problem. You're having a problem. This is witch life, okay? But no, I can already tell like witch is going to be like one of my like go-to classes every season. Like I like it, and I think like overall, like I just really like Path of Exile 2. It's early access. It's not done. They've got a long ways to go, but I really like how it's still Path of Exile. I like the first game. I like that that's the way it is. And I like that this is the way it is. They're both different, but both the same. And I like the different paths that they're both kind of on at the same time. So I didn't enjoy doing the 3 acts twice though. Like I was like, oh, I want to see the other 3. So I feel like for the people who are waiting, you're going to enjoy waiting because of that. But then also in the end game, like I'm not totally a fan, just to try to talk about some downsides of the new Ascendancy thing they have going on where you pick your subclass, just the way they have you doing it. I almost want to say bring back Labyrinth, but I didn't really like that either. So it's not like 100% perfect to me, but they've already patched, they're already making changes. They have all these plans ahead. And I just like, I'm excited to have like a new game. Cause like Path of Exile is one of my games that I always play. It's kind of like a go-to game. So now I have another go-to game that's going to be around for the next decade probably that I just play like a couple times a year. And it's like always there. Like we all have John Years' Call of Duty, right? So imagine a new Call of Duty falls in your lap. So for me, it's exciting that I have like a new go-to game that along with Path of Exile.
No, I think it's
never had
awesome.
that.
And is there like are there things you want to like buy and stuff and get things or
Yeah, so they just had a stash sale. They usually do it like once a month. And I went and bought like all these bank tabs and organized. And, I looked at the cosmetics aren't really there yet. Like they haven't brought over everything from PoE 1 yet. They aren't selling a lot. But people who are waiting, like I said, if you go and pick up the $30 pack, you're going to get shop points and you're going to want to buy them.
So I have shop points. I haven't spent any of them.
You should buy some tabs. Buy a currency tab.
And what?
At least
the bank tab I need because why? I'm
going
to run out of space.
Goods. You want to store things for other characters. You want to organize your currency. You want a place to put your waystones. And by the way, we do have a guild. Thank you, Rabid Panda, for running, and thank you, Older, for giving us a lot of points. Rabid's been able to buy tons of tabs for the guild. And so if we need more slots, they're going to buy more slots because we have all these points. So if you want to join our Path of Exile 2 guild, come to the Discord, check the PoE area. And there's a lot of guys in there playing, and some, people that are new and some people that are
I got to play more of this.
And
I want to go
really
back
cool.
to the Xbox version, but with the bank tabs though, like so you're saying because I'm not saving, I'm destroying or selling everything.
Well, you shouldn't really sell. You want to disenchant a lot of stuff too, because gold, you're going to get more gold at the end. And so the thing with Path of Exile is if you're not actively using your currency and making good items, like what people don't seem to understand is you're looking for this perfect drop. Sometimes the perfect drop for me could be like a rattling scepter. It's a white item that I can then take my currency and make a really badass piece after I tinker around with it with like 10 different currencies. And then you get that double drip of sort of dopamine where it's like, okay, I got this little drop and now I'm going to fuck with it. And then I get happier every time because, oh, this has the thing I want on it. So it's like you're gambling. Okay. So you're gambling with your currency. And there's like a currency trading auction house now that they tested out in PoE 1 that's sort of in PoE 2. So you can say, I need some of this currency. I have some of this currency. And then you just tinker with the item and try to get that like, okay, get rid of that affix. Give me that affix. I want my minions to do more damage. And so you're playing around with these items that look shitty as drops. So people are like, what's with the drops? These drops are all shit. It's like, yeah, they want you to fuck with your drops.
Well, I saw that because people are comparing it to Diablo and saying
it's not the same. And Diablo is loot overload. I mean, I prefer.
Well, I complained about that on when we talked about Diablo 4 when it came out.
All the shit in your bag and it feels meaningless.
You're constantly
legendaries. You're like, fuck off.
You're in a dungeon and you have no more slots in your bag and you're just throwing things on the ground that are worthless.
Well, I mean, that you can do that in PoE 2. You just make portals. You keep going back to town. But I think it's easier to see, kind of what you want to keep and what you want to play around with. So, look, having a good time with Path of Exile. I'm going to be playing more. Yeah, me and my Skelly boys.
Your Skelly boys?
My Skelly boys and my SRS. You don't go anywhere without them Skelly boys. My Fire Skull guys. I don't really have a nickname for them because they're technically not Skellies, they're Skulls. So my Skull boys, we've been kind of having a good time. And I'm not really having any trouble, even though I have like no resist. A lot of my gear is from like level 20. Like my minions just eat everything for me. Like, and I'm just kind of in the background. But people are just like, a lot of people are having trouble. Like Paul Tassi did a terrible video today, kind of crying like a whiny little bitch. Like, well, I get one shot and I it's just, I don't like this. It's hard. And I just hope they don't cater to these people. Like, yes, the game needs some adjusting. I agree. It needs to be tinkered with a little bit, and it will be over the next 6 months. But Michelle,
I'm going to defend what he said a little bit. But I thought it was hard initially, but I had that grand plan.
It's a skill issue. And do we not remember how games should be, though?
I just farmed the map, though. But the thing is, I figured out a way to make it easier for me.
This guy is bitching about something fundamental that makes Path of Exile.
But I was like, okay, let's level up.
Because John, he's going, I don't like how after a certain level you lose experience when you die. This crybaby bitch is mad that there's a penalty when you die. Well, I just wasted my time. You aren't respecting my time because I died and lost experience.
Every game doesn't have to have
every game doesn't have to be these new modern audience guardrail bullshit where there needs to feel like there's a penalty if you die. Okay, what about a roguelike? You die and lose everything. Like, get over it, dude. Well, I lost my waystone when I died and then I ran out of them. How'd you run out of them? And you can buy them too. This guy doesn't even understand the game. Why do we have these retards at Forbes reviewing games that don't even understand?
But it's funny though. Paul Tassi always seems to have those articles on the hot button issues that we talk about. Like
because he's rage baiting, but he doesn't. He shouldn't be. He thinks he's writing for the everyman.
But he always seems to be. He always seems to have the article that we want to talk about. It's funny with that guy.
Well, no, he's just talking about the big games, and we talk about everything.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't. I have no specific examples. But anyway, I respect the game because the game made me think about
and doesn't understand good games.
But it challenged me to get better, and I saw a way to get better.
And it's rewarding when you actually do something.
Right. And then because I put the time in, suddenly I was able to take on those first couple bosses that destroyed me.
In Elden Ring, if you die, you don't lose
Elden Ring is the same kind of way, though. Like, you could just stay in one zone and farm it until you're ready to go on to the boss. Right?
I don't know. It's not every game. Look, he should just play Diablo. I think Diablo is good for him. I just stay away, dude. Don't play Path of Exile. Don't give them your shitty advice because you just don't even understand the game or like the fundamentals of what make Path of Exile fun and rewarding. And it doesn't have to be for you. Just don't play it because you have terrible feedback. And I just hope they don't cater to these like mainstream crybabies because there's people in our server who have never played PoE before and they're like, you know what, I can do this. Like, I can figure this out. And you know what, I just like you, John, you're like, you know what, it encouraged me to grind a little to understand.
Right. I said to myself before I go do that worm boss.
Yep.
I'm just going to go through the whole map and kill the mobs because I know I can, right? I leveled up. I got loot. I went back to town. I got a better crossbow, and there you go. And then I beat it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, Matt's here. He doesn't play PoE, so he doesn't know what to say. But Matt will try it when
Matt,
it goes
you
free.
should, actually.
Maybe. He'll go try it when it goes free, right? We'll revisit it on full release. Sure. Let's do a new roundtable maybe and revisit it or something. But anyway, I'll stop talking about PoE.
I'll do a roundtable on this, for sure. I want to wait for it to be out.
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
agree.
early access.
You should. You should wait for it to be out. And, there probably will be some more like new player friendly things in the beginning. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think PoE shouldn't try to be like Diablo. But if people remember old Diablo, like I said, like it took me all night long one night to kill the butcher in Diablo 1. Like, it was hard. You couldn't just run in there and one shot him. And I think people forget how video games can feel and should feel. All right, so that's it for me. I'm just drinking Coke because to me Coke is very Christmassy.
It is.
I don't know why. It's just like Santa on the can and there was a polar bear on this can. And I just kind of feel like if I'm going to have soda once a year, like a real Coke,
this time of the year,
Christmas,
the little,
100%.
It has to be a bottle, like a Coke bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mexican
glass Coke bottle.
The Mexican one or the little tiny bottles. Those are very Christmassy.
Yes.
The little bottles?
I agree. I love a little
a bottle cap and just go.
Yeah, there's something about the crack of a Coke. My sister and I used to say that we were Christians. You want to crack a Coke open, like split it. It's like that effervescence in the bubbles. Like, so I'm a Coke person.
Experience.
It is. It's very Christmassy. No, I agree with Monster Hunter being a great game too, Sniper, and I'm very excited for Wilds. But there's something special about just PoE to me that even more like I could play it more than I could play Monster Hunter. Like, but I do like Monster Hunter and I'm very excited to play. But it's one of those games too. Like, people play thousands of hours of Monster Hunter to keep going back to it. And there's a new one in February, so you'll be hearing a lot about that too. All right, so that's it for me, John. What did you do over there?
I had a busy week, honestly. I didn't get as much gaming in as I wanted to. I did play Call of Duty.
Next, what else did you do?
So Matt McCarthy and I right now are trying to complete a mission, a quest, a holiday quest. And
don't talk about me and my personal friends, what we're trying to do.
If we get X amount of XP, we're going to unlock some really cool shotgun blueprint. So we're working towards that.
All right.
We have about a day or two to complete it. I've completed.
How close are you?
I've completed 80% of it.
Does anyone care?
You're right on track.
I think they do, actually.
What are you, Paul Tassi? This is a bad take.
It's not a bad take.
It is.
There's no take here. I'm just
It's a bad
declaring. It's a declaration. It's not a take. I'm
Fine.
declaring what I'm doing.
Sure.
All right. And then I want to talk about something I saw on Amazon, and it's gaming related.
It's going to be loosely gaming related, right?
No, it's not. It's not loose at all. And I think a lot of people are going to want to watch this because it's a really good history lesson on video games, specifically Activision and John Madden football.
Okay.
It's called It's in the Game, Madden NFL. It's on Amazon Prime. I believe it's an Amazon exclusive. It's free if you're a Prime subscriber. And it's a documentary that basically talks about the history of Activision, Madden, and also keeps cutting back and forth from to the past to the present, showing the present development of Madden 25. Like they'll do like 10 minutes talking about Madden 25 and the team and what they're doing and the
says,
producer.
Jobber says EA made Madden, not Activision.
Oh, did I say Activision? Sorry. EA. Yes, EA. Yes, Electronic Arts. Okay. So it goes back and forth between present time and past time. And so the present time stuff is all of the just developer diary stuff of how they're making the current Madden 25. And I have to say, after watching this, I'm like, I need to buy this game. I should get into this like I do the show. But anyway, that's another story. So the history part of it really captivated me, though, like in a major fucking way, because I had no idea how cutthroat and badass Trip Hawkins was. And he's the founder of EA. And so Trip in the beginning was a PC guy at the end. And he, I guess, worked at Apple under Steve Jobs. Or, he worked at Apple when Steve Jobs was there. And so he started EA, and their mission was to basically be a PC studio making games for PC, right? And then he was a real nerd about Madden, about football, and he used to make like football board games with stats, like hardcore stats that people would play. And then he said, we need to make this a video game. And then so he went out there and was trying to figure out the perfect guy to like sponsor it or be the endorser of it. And he ended up on Madden. And it turned out to be a great choice because Madden really got into it. And Madden was like, I don't know anything about video games. But then he got like really nerded out on it. And he kept telling them, no, that's fucking wrong. That's stupid. You guys are a bunch of idiots. He's like swearing at them, telling them to fuck off. You guys are dumb. And then
it's my kind of guy.
I know. And then they released okay, here's where the story gets really cool. I'm just going to tell you really quick because I think it's fascinating and I want people to hear it. So the first Madden came out on PC and it sucked. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it just wasn't technically a good game or fun. And then they kept working on it, trying to make the next one better. And then they hired this developer who was a fucking ninja that figured out how to make it really cool with like this fake 3D stuff where the characters are smaller in the back, bigger in the front. And they were pushing Trip to release it on Nintendo. Well, when Trip found out how much money Nintendo wanted, he said, fuck no, we're not sharing our revenue with them. Mm-hmm. There's no way that this is going to be the business model for EA going forward. I'm not doing cartridges. And then the Sega Genesis came out and they're like, okay, well, it might have been the Master System. It was one of them. Anyway, the bottom line is they went to Sega and said, here's our game. Let's partner. And Sega said the same thing. You have to give us money. And he's like, fuck you guys. So they reverse engineered the Genesis and figured out how to make cartridges for it without involving Sega.
What?
That's how EA started, like really started. They basically told Sega and Nintendo to fuck off. We're making
made
games.
Their own cartridges for their systems.
And then Sega says, if you do this, we will sue the fuck out of you, right? But then they showed them Madden football, and they're like, holy fuck, this is amazing. But we have the license for Joe Montana football that we're going to release. It's worse than yours, and we're not going to have it. And we're not going to have it for a year. And so they said, if you give us John Madden football and rename it Joe Montana, we'll not sue you, right?
Oh my.
And then Trip said,
what happened?
Well, hang on, listen. So Trip went back to his team and said, you know what? Fuck these guys. We're going to have our cake and eat it too.
Good.
We're going to give them Joe Montana football, but we're going to take the Madden football game and make it worse and call it Joe Montana. And then we're still going to release Madden And that's what they did. It was fucking ballser.
They actively made a game worse?
They made it worse. They took the 3D aspect out of it, made it flat 2D. They took all of the plays out of it. Like the Madden game had, 50 plays. They gave the Joe Montana one like 10 plays to choose from. Like they did that kind of shit.
Hilarious.
They completely gimped it and called it Joe Montana football. And
baller.
And then here's the best part, not the worst part of this. So Trip Hawkins, the Steve Jobs type guy, starts EA, and then he's like, you know what? Fuck all these guys. I'm going to make my own hardware. And then he leaves EA to go start 3DO with the Japanese, and the rest is history. The 3DO bombed.
Yeah. But where is he now? Like, he must have gone on to something else pivotal.
I don't know where he is now. But he would not talk about the 3DO in the documentary.
It's still a sore spot?
Yeah. They're like, he's like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about that.
I think I got one of those, actually.
I remember playing that at Best Buy. Anyway, I recommend this. I hope I didn't spoil the whole story. But after... yes, go ahead.
I got a question. Matt Bradford, Games Radar.
Yeah,
did they cover the Madden curse at all?
They did? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
is this a series or a movie?
It's a 4-part documentary. I think it's 4. And CC Games, if you're hearing this, you need to watch this, dude. They talk about the whole 2K thing. Michelle, remember how we love 2K football? I know Kevin does too. Remember that?
I like 2K and college basketball.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you the quick story about that I didn't realize. So I remember when we were doing VGO and we were into 2K football, right? And that was Sega's football game. Well, I think Kyle and I were maybe into 2K football.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
Amazon Badger, I think.
And I remember going to GameStop and buying 2K football, and it seemed wrong at the time because Madden was like the brand. But the reason I bought it is because it was $20. I don't know if you remember this.
Mm-mm.
So Sega, in an effort to take down Madden, and by the way, Sega's 2K was well respected, and Madden was flipping out. They actually took a year off because they couldn't compete with the 3D version of Madden that 2K made for the PS1. So they took a year off, and then Sega ate their lunch. And then Madden came back in a fury to take down 2K. And then 2K said, fuck you, we're going to lower our price to $20, and you're going to sell yours for $50. And our game's as good, right? Mm-hmm. And that was my entry point into 2K. I remember it vividly, right? And then the next year, 2K lost the NFL license. Well, this covers what happened. Right. The NFL got pissed at them because they didn't tell the NFL that they were going to lower the price of the game. And the NFL viewed it as them devaluing the NFL brand. And so the NFL... So I thought EA did some backroom shit. It's not what happened, according to this. The NFL said, Sega, we're taking it away from you. You devalued our brand by lowering it, making it a bargain bin game at $20. I don't know.
That's cool.
Interesting shit.
A lot of backstabby Games of Thrones stuff going on in that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on Amazon. I really recommend it. It's called It's in the Game. And it's sad too, because Madden's in it, then the guy dies and whatever. And I guess his name just lives on forever. You can't take his name off now, right? It's just what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's iconic even without the game. It's Madden.
And there was a big deal because at some point they took his picture off the cover and then started doing the Player of the Year.
Right.
And he was a little butthurt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was the curse.
They're like, well, 2K's doing it. 2K's putting like, famous players of the day on there, and people are buying it because that player's on the box. We got to do the same thing. And then they did Michael Vick, and that was like the biggest game. Well, I guess the Michael Vick Madden, CC Games would know about this more than I do, was like one of the best Maddens ever, that era. And then he did dog stuff.
Yeah. Like an asshole. All right, what else did you play?
All right, so I tried Stalker 2. And Matt, I think you like this game.
Yeah, it's Game like Pass. Fallout, right? It's a post-apocalyptic survival.
It's very, I would say the Fallout comparison's accurate. It's not really an RPG. It's like a loot shooter kind of without RPG stuff. It's kind of Tarkov-y without the Tarkov, without the multiplayer. So you're basically in this post-apocalyptic Ukraine in Chernobyl, in the Chernobyl zone, okay, where the nuclear fallout happened from the reactor or whatever. And it's like this militarized zone, and there's like factions and bad guys in there, and you're just doing quests and getting loot and upgrading and all that shit. But I only played it for like a half hour and today before the show, and I had a problem with the game. and the game is a little janky. I played on my PC. I did install it on the Xbox too. I see there's merit in this, and I know it's a long game. And I think, Matt, I really think this is a game you get lost in. I'm not really a big fan of games where it's constant tension and darkness and jump scares.
Is it mission based, or is it all kind of open ended?
I'm doing missions right now, so I don't know if
there's a through line. There's a campaign.
Right now, I'm doing a campaign. Yeah. So so basically, it starts out you're like in some Ukrainian city, and there's like these particles that are in this Chernobyl zone that have some kind of powers because of the nuclear fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow one of these gets out of the town, and you wake up with one, and your city's burning, and you're going to bring it back in and recharge it. That's where I am in the story. And so you jump the fence, and there's helicopters flying around, and they're looking for everybody, and there's like creatures and monsters everywhere, and there's dead soldiers. It's just like a PvE, type thing where you're fighting monsters and then like fuckhead military.
I feel like it's going to be like
guys.
Metro or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it's Temu Metro. Like I've seen the videos, and it does. John talked about jank. Like people are complaining. Like it's.
Well, let me tell you something that happened to me.
Double A and a half game.
Let me tell you something that happened to me. Okay, so I do think the menus and the interface and the graphics are all kind of questionable, but everything's so dark you don't really pick up on it so much. So I had this quest, and this is the last quest I did, where I had this detector thing, like that I use it to find relics, which are these things that you can use to like upgrade weapons and armor or something, or build armor. So So you walk around with this thing, and it beeps, and the closer to the thing you are, it beeps faster, right?
Right.
And so I'm doing it, beep, beep, beep. And mind you, I don't know what I'm looking for. I just I need to find something with this device, right? So it takes me to like this nuclear waste field, and I'm trying to walk around puddles to find this thing. Beep, 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 beep,
Is it a rat detector?
So
Okay,
I'm supposedly right next to the artifact, and I'm looking all around. I'm like, there's nothing here, right?
Are you sure you weren't using a radioactive like detector?
No, it was to find art. Just hang on. So I walk a foot away, and then it starts slowing down. Beep, 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 and I turn around. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, what the fuck am I missing, right? So then I completely turn around and I walk like 10 feet away. Beep, 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 and I turn around. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, where is it? There's nothing fucking
Tell stories
here.
like
away
a woman.
again?
Can you cut to the chase, please?
How many
What's up
times
with
did
the
you turn away?
details? Yeah, just
So then I
what
decide
happened?
to turn around again, Matt, and then it's going beep.
Oh my God,
beep,
shut the
beep,
fuck up.
Beep.
But
So then I turn back towards it. Beep, 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 beep,
But
beep, 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 beep.
what happened next?
There's nothing here. So then I go online. I watch a YouTube video. A guy doing this mission, showing it. So he does it, beep, 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 and then an orb shows up, and he picks up the orb. I'm like, okay, let
That's
me
because
try it
you
again.
didn't wait for the final beep.
No, wait. So then I
You just
tried
went
again.
beep, 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 beep.
No,
You should've gone
listen
beep,
to me.
beep, beep, beep.
I guarantee you there's a payoff here, okay? So then I'm like, okay, watch the video. I'm like, all right, fine, let's try it again. Beep, 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 beep. Nothing. Nothing's happening. Beep, 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 beep. I watched the video again. His video. Beep, 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 orb. I'm like, okay, let me try it again. Beep, 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 beep. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I've wasted like 15 minutes of my life on this.
Yeah.
So then I type in the quest name, find the orb, and then I add Reddit to my search term. Now I'm on Reddit. I'm reading a thread. Everyone's bitching about the same thing. Beep, 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 beep. And then some genius comes in there and, well, first of all, one guy says, I restarted the game, and then the orb showed up. And then some genius says, I changed my graphic settings and then went back, and then it showed up.
Well, just give a little refresher, a little zhuzh, and then it shows.
So I changed my settings from epic to high.
Yeah.
And then it immediately showed up. Beep, 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 beep,
Your computer
orb.
couldn't process the.
I
It
don't
didn't
know.
load in. It just didn't load in. A little jank.
So
It's
there's
called
the
a
J.
bug. Don't ask him. Don't ask him what sound it made. He's got to save his voice for the holiday play, guys. He can hardly speak. I lost a little bit of my voice too. Tried doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, good, John. I'm glad you tried the game. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, that was a story.
So Matt, I recommend.
Yeah.
this game, it's on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass.
Seem as like
Matt, it's your kind of game. It's on Game Pass.
It's not as grounded as Fallout. Like Fallout had the quest, like the deep faction systems. This sounds like you're kind of wandering around killing stuff and occasionally finding items.
There's kind of like a Half-Life-y vibe about this. I'll say loosely. I mean, I haven't played enough to really have a strong opinion, but
I'm going to give it a chance. It's free on Game Pass. There's
well, that's what I'm saying. I get, but I think this is a game that you can get lost in. It's like 45 hours long or more, and I think this might be one for you.
Watch Chernobyl on HBO and then play, because that was a good doc.
Get real depressing. I played the first one for an hour, and I really dug what it was trying to do. So I can only imagine the sequel gets it better. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beep, beep. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Miller Lite.
All right, Matt, what'd you play? Anything Christmassy?
Well, it was there was snow on the ground. So Helldivers 2, for just a day or two, introduced their newest faction. So this was a huge event in the Helldivers community. Me being a patriotic Helldiver with the Halo boys, we had to jump in because they were called the Illuminate. They're coming down. They're attacking like human cities, like settler human cities now. And these things are no joke. So we had to kind of bring our A game, and we pushed them back. It was a limited time event. It was kind of a thinly veiled play test of this new faction. I think they're going to take it back and tweak a few things. Because these guys were, I don't know if anyone played. Did you guys? No, you don't play.
I did play Helldivers.
No, we played it. We streamed it when we did an event, a community event.
But like recently.
No.
I haven't played in ages.
No. Okay, so this.
I bought this game twice, by the way.
This is the biggest thing to happen to the game since it launched.
Okay.
I remember that story.
Well, good because didn't they win Best Ongoing Game at the Game Awards over Fortnite?
Yeah, that was. That was
the one thing people bitch
Game
about
Award,
with this game.
Right,
Game Awards
let's
is paid
talk about
for
this just
bullshit.
First. Matt, Best Ongoing Game Series is Helldivers. It's been out for a year. Really?
Yeah, and they haven't done much till recently. I've heard.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
They seem to be patching it like consistently.
I think the Game Awards are sucking some Sony dick.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Astrobot as much as the next guy.
He's got a little bit of a Sony cock in his mouth.
I just love it because it's quick drop in, drop out. It's stupid. There's probably 10,000 other games that are doing it better, but for some reason I'm zoned in on this one. You know how it is. There's some games you're just like,
and if your
I'm
friends are
comfortable
playing
in this
with
one.
you,
I know there's probably something else, but
helps.
me and my friends are in this one.
Yeah.
Just very quickly about the race, because I think it's kind of cool. These things are gigantic retro flying saucers that come down, and it's hordes of the Geth from Mass Effect, basically. It's like zombied robots, I don't know, made from old settlers that they turn into zombies. And then you got the big, like, Spartan-looking guys from Halo. So this franchise is not afraid to just grab kind of character designs from other like popular franchises and be like, this is our version, because this is definitely like 3 different popular sci-fi concepts wrapped into one. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. They're super hard. I think they gotta kind of turn down a little bit or give us better weapons, because no one was finishing a mission.
You guys got to get good, Matt. I think that's what it is.
Michelle, I hope you're not questioning my democracy, my patriotism, because I'm
just blame your worst friend. Just be like, Frank, you're shit. Okay. And the next week when I see you back here, you better have a higher kill rate. Okay, Frank? All right. Put your baby down.
I'm probably the worst one on my team.
That's all right.
What else did I play? Okay, so let's put a cap on indie, because I think this is one of the best. The more I play this game.
Okay, so I played a little more indie too this week.
I've been hearing the opposite. The more people play, the more they're like, ugh.
I have not gotten out of the and I just read it was the most played Game Pass game, the end. But Matt, I haven't gotten out. Have you gotten out of the Vatican yet?
Oh yeah, I got out of the Vatican. I was in. Do you want me to tell you where you go? Because this thing, like, it just blows up in terms of scope.
I'm doing a puzzle now with the fountain. That's where I am.
Oh, the QB fountain, like the fountain that twists around.
The fountain, right? There's some statues, and I'm turning them, and there's lion feet.
Yeah. Use your camera. The camera gives you hints.
Okay, I didn't figure that puzzle out, and I quit. But
no, dude, you have to.
It's more of a time thing, really, to be honest. But I was playing it, and I'm like, I gotta go stir the pasta.
So the next, I mean, you ride a blimp. I'm just gonna give you the second location.
Zeppelin, Matt, please continue.
Sorry. Zeppelin. You go to Giza, which is the Sphinx and all that stuff. and it's this whole big map, and all of a sudden it's just like your first task is to find 6 of these slates. So after like 5 hours of just like really cool temple diving, exploring some really nooks and crannies of these old pyramids, you find these slates, and then there's a huge like movie-like action sequence that you're escaping from a collapsing tunnel, and then I don't know, there's so many, and after that you're in the Himalayas. This
you're
game,
far.
like it ramps up for me. Like it keeps on being like, I keep on expecting it to end. Like, okay, this is the final adventure. No, we have a full, now you're in a plane shooting down other planes in the middle of this like war-torn
Oh,
city.
man. I got to get out of Vatican.
Yeah,
John, you'll never finish this game.
I will get out of the Vatican.
You will never finish the game.
It's a function of time at this point. I will get out of the Vatican, God damn it.
Just mainline the quest, because this game lets you just like zip through all the quests. You don't have to do all the side stuff, obviously.
Right.
And you're not worse for it. Like you might miss some books that beef you up, but it's not a hard game, so you can still get through.
And have you fired a gun yet?
Oh, I've had to, because I've cranked it to very hard. I want the indie experience. Like if I screw up and I get shot, I'm dead. So I've cranked it to hard, and you have to like just lay into these Nazis with anything you can find around you. Guns, rifles, and something else. Like
in hindsight, though, the last big mission I did, I should have pulled my pistol out at the end of it. Because I could have gotten through it a lot faster. Like
pistol's overpowered. Yeah, if you like, especially headshots.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And I'm sure it has the amazing gunshot sound from Raiders, right?
Oh, it's like a thunderclap.
Yeah,
it's also and when you do the whip too, it just sounds.
The whip's
like
great.
Thor.
Well, the punching, they have all those great sounds. Tremendous reverb.
I feel like, I know I say this, but I feel like I'm watching an indie movie. When the cutscenes take over, I'm like,
well, I know. I mean, I felt that immediately. I'm like, should be a movie. I was actually
the writing,
I was more into this story than the last 2 movies.
Yeah, the last 2 movies were bad. This story's pretty good.
Dial of Destiny, and this is like a globe-trotting, huge conspiracy, supernatural stuff. It's great. So there's so much stuff coming out now, so much stuff clawing for your attention. But if you have Game Pass over the Christmas break, you're looking for just something you can just vibe out to, I think this game is perfect. It's a lot of fun so far. So I quickly want to talk about Secret Level, Michelle, because I love the Warhammer episode. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, what other ones did you watch?
Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, it felt like a trailer for something bigger.
Yeah,
obviously, but you gotta. I mean, with that animation, like I loved the ending with. I don't want to give it away because there's a cool twist at the end and the gigantic monster. I'm like, this is really cool. Pac-Man was silly, but
I didn't
kind
see
of
that
fun
one.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very dark take on.
Do I need to watch
this?
this? By the way, in this series?
Yeah, there's like 20 episodes from
You're
a
gonna
bunch of
appreciate
different
But what
games.
about Concord?
Yeah, some of the
Concord.
choices for games are very weird. Okay, let's just put it to you that way.
Well, in hindsight, I mean, that was what 3 years ago. They were probably starting.
Yeah, but even then, I'm like, what's this game doing here? I think I saw a couple.
All right, let's review the episodes. Dungeons and Dragons, Saifu takes a
Sifu.
life. Sifu,
That's
sorry.
that's
New-
one of my favorite games.
I'd like to watch the New World one.
The action in Sifu, the animation.
watch
I
that
think you're an
one.
animation guy. You're gonna be so, even if you don't like the story, the animation, the action sequences are chef's kiss.
All right, so New World, I would like to watch that.
Funny.
Unreal Tournament.
That was funny.
I loved and ate and drank that game at some point in my life. Warhammer, obviously Pac-Man. I'm sure that's fine. Probably nothing new for me on that. Crossfire.
It's gonna surprise you
about
though.
being
It's
new?
Pac.
It's dense.
It's no. You remember during the game show they announced a Pac-Man side scroller, and it's like this dark take on Pac-Man, like a Metroidvania.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they
should
revealed
make
it during
the
the game show
Pac-Man
or
movie,
shortly after.
But
It was
it's like a
Wait,
guy
there's-
who's fat and yellow, so a fat Japanese guy.
What are you
That would be
talking
good.
about?
I think
Wait,
they
there's
should
a
make a live
side-scrolling
action
dark
Pac-Man
Pac-Man?
game.
Yeah, dude. And this ended up being like the secret trailer for it, the episode.
I didn't know that.
Wait, in this Pac-Man? All right, I'll watch the Pac-Man one. All right, Crossfire, Good Conflict. What's Crossfire?
Crossfire was like another Sony shooter, right? Like free to play. No, it was like
I
free to
didn't
play.
watch that
No.
one. So the other 7 just got released. So there's
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
just
be
Armored
released
Core,
another set.
Outer Worlds. I'm sure Matt's going to want to see that. Mega
Yep.
Man.
I'm gonna watch
I would
that
like to
tonight.
see Mega Man. Exodus, Odyssey.
Weird,
I don't know.
but it's a good world.
Is
for
that?
it.
Wait,
It's
is
like
that?
Abe's Exodus? Yeah.
Is that the
probably.
dinosaurs?
No, is that?
No, like it's the little alien. Abe's Exodus, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
Abe's. Oh wait, Abe Escapes
Exodus.
is.
Maybe.
Oh, that's awesome. So I don't know why my voice is breaking so much.
Mine too.
Yeah,
It's scratchy.
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Wait, Excess Odyssey. Why do I think that's
I don't
somehow
know.
related to Ultima? It's not.
Mega Man sounds cool.
People can go through all of
All
them
right,
on their
Spelunky, Concord, Honor of Kings, Playtime.
own. Yeah.
That's it. 15
Play
episodes.
Spelunky. Is that
Yeah.
Spelunky like my type of game? Like this, like a Binding of Isaac
I think
type?
Spelunky's a little overrated. It's kind of like Montezuma's Revenge.
You like the
Do you remember
guy
that
who did
game?
UFO 50, right? Same guy, so maybe. Right? Isn't it the same
Yeah,
guy?
that's why I'm wondering if like
Yeah, check
I'm
it
missing
out.
out on.
You probably like Spelunky. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely played it. I was excited about it because I thought, to me, it was like a Montezuma's Revenge type game, kind
Mm-hmm.
of.
It's a cool series. Even
All
if
right, I gotta check it out.
you don't like the actual game franchise, you can just appreciate.
This is on
the
Amazon,
CGI,
right?
'cause
Yeah, it's on
pretty
Amazon. You're going to
top-tier
find
CGI.
one or two you want to watch. Like, there's a nice
Totally.
like selection of them, and I
No,
recommend
I mean, after watching that Madden thing, I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the mood for this now.
watch the Warhammer one and then play Space Marine, John, if you get it for Christmas, and
Yeah.
find another.
I like to watch the Mega Man one. Sounds interesting to me. I'll watch the
Mhm.
Pac-Man one.
They're short too. You can bang them out.
Yeah, they're like 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
And they're only 10 minutes.
I think like 30.
Some,
Mine was
almost.
30, 25. or
yeah,
something.
they're obviously
Some are-
different.
Yeah.
All right,
What
what
else, Matt? What are you drinking?
No, that's it. Drinking Muskoka Brewery Drifter Nitro Hazy Pale Ale.
Ding.
Well, well, well. Would you look at that? Another year, another damn holiday. You know, my wife tried to get me to celebrate World Nutella Day. What the hell is that bullshit? There sure are a lot of strange holidays out there. There's National Pass Gas Day, No Pants Subway Ride Day, Trust Fall Day, Wear a Pussy on Your Head Day. Like, what the hell? You people are sick. Anyway, when we last found Sam and Brenda, Christmas had come to Game Pass. Let's check in with the gang and see how it's going. At the coffee shop.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, hey, Brenda. What's wrong this time?
To be honest, I'm a bit freaked out about all the drone sightings in New Jersey. My parents said one hovered over their house last night.
Yeah, super weird. Speaking of, see that creepy guy in the corner over there on his guitar?
Oh,
He's been here all day singing about it, and he hasn't ordered one thing.
well, he does look homeless, Sam.
There are drones over Jersey, and it's okay.
Wait a minute. That's no
There are
bomb.
drones.
I think that's Bruce Winterstein.
Controversy.
Oh, Jersey's finest.
What will the government say?
Hey, Mr. Winterstein, you're welcome to play here, but can you order a coffee or something? I have bills to pay, pal.
There are drones over Jersey,
Spruce.
and
Can you
it's
move on,
okay.
please? We have a play to do. This doesn't feel okay.
I don't see the drones, but can you keep it down, Spruce? You're scaring away the customers, please.
There are drones over Jersey, and it's okay.
Yeah, okay, you did that one, but
Until the aliens kill
No,
us.
Mr. Winterstein,
kill
please.
us.
Mr. Winterstein,
Kill
please.
us.
Brenda, can you say Mr. Winterstein?
Listen, Spruce, Sam, we have
What?
bigger problems than drones in New Jersey.
Kill. I don't want to die in New Jersey.
Bigger problems, like what, Brenda?
Christmas. Now that it's on Game Pass, it totally sucks.
What do you mean? I thought things were going fine.
You haven't heard? They're trying to charge $10 extra to get early access to Christmas, and everyone is pissed off. You don't believe me? Turn the TV up and shut up, Spruce.
Geraldo Rivera here at the Make Christmas Great Again rally, where the former president is about to speak. Here we go.
Hello? Hello? I'm hearing things that Christmas is not great. It's true. Game Pass has given too many bad hombres access to Christmas. They're eating the snow. They're eating the elves. They're eating the reindeer.
Keep quiet, you fascist! Santa represents the patriarchy! Shut Christmas down! Shut it down! Shut Christmas down!
Oh no, Sam.
You
This
Nazi.
isn't good. I think we have a Christmas civil war brewing.
That's just the sensationalist news, Brenda. Things seem fine here. Take a look around. See that dreamy guy outside with great eyebrows and the hooded jacket with the backpack? And oh my god, is that a 3D printed ghost gun?
We have got to find a way to get Christmas off Game Pass. It needs to feel more exclusive again.
I thought the spirit of Christmas was for everyone, Brenda.
Shut it, Sam. The holidays are all about consumerism and Martha Stewart, making us all feel like shit about ourselves because our tree doesn't look as good as hers, our turkey doesn't taste as good as hers, and our napkins will never be folded into cute little swans like hers are. You know, I followed her pot roast recipe once, and my grandmother told me I was trying to kill her with all that salt. Thanks, Martha.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, she is kind of hot, though.
What? Gross. Listen, I have an idea to save Christmas. Nintendo. They're the only ones keeping things exclusive these days. We need to convince them to take over the entire holiday.
But how, Brenda? The deal went through. Microsoft already owns it. I mean, it's on Game Pass.
Because we're going to tell Nintendo to do the one thing they like doing most.
Releasing the same games over and over.
No, dig deeper.
Laying pipe into princesses?
Ew, that's gross, Sam. What's with you today?
Sorry, Brenda. I've been addicted to porn lately. It's getting really bad. Have you seen what the gilfs are doing? They're all pegging the help.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming a pool boy.
I don't want to hear about it, Sam. Anyway, I meant suing. We need to get Nintendo to sue Microsoft for the exclusive rights to Christmas.
Pardon me, I overheard you guys. You know, I have a way with the law. I could get Nintendo to sue.
What? Judge Judy? I thought you were retired.
Or dead. Is she dead?
No, that was a hoax. I've been in Miami. It's wonderful this time of year. Anyway, let's talk. Here's my card.
Great. Thanks, Judge. Bye. Yeah, we don't need her, Sam.
But she's a lot nicer and cuter in person, I wonder if she needs help with her washing machine.
Sam, stop it. Why are you so horny?
I think it's my new brew, Brenda. It's made with boner beans.
Boner beans? I don't think that's a thing, Sam.
Actually, Brenda, it is.
Dr. Oz? What the hell are you doing here? Shouldn't you be peddling bad advice to fat housewives in Utah or something?
Oh, Brenda, this is my friend, Doc Oz.
Nice
He's
to meet you.
helping me formulate a coffee sourced from beans that put the moan in mochaccino.
The what and the what?
The moan and moan cappuccinos.
Right.
That's right. By sourcing only the most feisty beans and combining them with a rare compound I created.
Oh, give me a break. You put Viagra in it, didn't you?
No, not exactly. Testosterone, but it's totally legal. Dr. Oz wrote me a prescription.
Sam, do you know what happens to women if they take that stuff? You're serving this to people?
Well, hey, miss, what can I get you?
I want another cup of that rock hard roast with 2 stiff shots this time. I'm focused. My nipples are shrinking.
Impressive. Sam, you have got to stop selling this tea brew. No wonder why everyone in the city is so angry and all the women look like Chris Cyborg.
Okay, Brenda, I'll take it off the menu tonight.
You better, or this city isn't going to be around by Christmas, and then I'm going to have to move back in with my parents and the drones in New Jersey. We need to talk to Nintendo and Santa fast. I'll go to Kyoto, you go to the North Pole. Then we meet back up in the city before Christmas Eve, okay?
Got it.
Sam, stop drinking that stuff.
But only if you help me with something personal first.
I'm not looking at your balls again, Sam. We have to have boundaries.
No, not that. I just need to settle something before we go off and save Christmas again.
Well, what's in it for me?
Free coffee for life and the password to the good Wi-Fi at the shop.
Fine, whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Oh no, this ain't good. That boy shouldn't be messing with his body. That reminds me of the time my Peter got excited at the community pool. and a woman hung her towel on me. And I don't mean my arms, or my legs, or my knees, or my shoulder. She didn't put it over my head. Anyway, where the hell is Sam taking her? And this scene had no purpose.
Sam, why did you bring me to the basement of a dead mall?
You'll see. Shine your phone's light over that display of N64 games. There, next to that creepy door that goes to the back room.
Weird. What are all these strange symbols?
It's the secret ancient language of the game store. Back before digital, that's how it was done.
It says up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
Oh, impressive. The door is opening.
The legends are true.
What the hell? Who are you? What legend?
For centuries, I have awaited the brave collector who would free me from this doom.
Centuries?
Well, about a year, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the night we got closed, I came back here to play some Redfall and fell asleep. I've been locked in, surviving off Pac-Man mints and Tifa energy drinks ever since.
Strange.
Yeah, a guy living in a game-orama.
No, the fact he played Redfall. Gross.
Well, what about the Gauntlet of Nin? Do you have it?
Oh, yes. You'll come for the gauntlet, I see.
Oh my God.
This gauntlet.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sam. You brought me down to the shithole for an old Nintendo Power Glove?
It's real. It's just as beautiful as I imagined.
Phew, it smells like body odor and weed.
Whatever, Brenda. I just need it.
Fine. Okay, Mr. Game Store Guy, how much for the stinky glove?
I can't fathom parting with such a magnificent treasure. But if I must, I would do so for no less than $5,000.
200, and I'll write a story about this place. The Brenda Bump will have you back open in no time.
Oh, also, here, I got a bunch of games from your other store that I want to return for credit.
Credit? It's been longer than 7 days.
Come on, I'm a Gamerama Diamond member.
Oh, all right, fine. Just take it. But be warned, for this relic has been cursed to bring all who wear it with...
Cool story. Bye.
Well, that seemed ominous.
Don't worry, it's probably something we'll deal with next Christmas.
Great. So, side quest done then?
Yep, and I got the glove. Achievement unlocked.
Okay, my plane for Japan is about to leave. Get your ass to the North Pole and let's save Christmas.
Good luck.
Oh, that Brenda. You know, she means well, but this time I think she is in over her head. Speaking of head, you know, Cousin Sally, she had quite the reputation in town. You know, she could suck a turkey bone through a garden hose sideways. Anyway, down in Japan.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Welcome, Miss Brenda. Please follow me. We're ready for you now.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
So, what is it about you wanting us to sue Microsoft? Why?
Yes, Christmas being on Game Pass is a direct trademark infringement on Nintendo.
Oh, tell me more, yeah.
Think about it. Santa is really Mario, right? They both wear red, they both have mustaches, and all the kids love them.
Yes. Go on.
They both eat a lot. Santa likes cookies and Mario likes mushrooms, which, come on, cookies, mushrooms, pretty similar, right?
Yes. More. Give us more.
And they're both cheerful, chubby, and massive global icons. Besides, ho 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 rhymes with It's a Me Mario.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Good girl. Yeah.
And
Yes, good girl.
it's not just Santa. I think Nintendo has rights to the whole season. Penguins in Super Mario Galaxy, Snowman in Paper Mario, and let's be real, Cool Mountain in Super Mario 64 is really just the North Pole, right?
Yes, wonderful. wonderful. We will sue.
Yes, sue. Right? Yeah, we sue. Sue. Yeah, we sue. Oh, yes. Sue. Yeah, we sue. Yes, we sue.
Oh, Brenda. She is good. She is real good. Those Japanese fellas sure love to sue. Now let's check in and see how Sam's doing at the North Pole. Oh, no. He's in bed with Mrs. Claus again. I knew that boy would get in trouble with that diggling.
Oh, Sam, you're so different than the last time we made love.
Hey, baby girl. I've been working out and stuff, yeah. So how much of that coffee did you drink, Mrs. Claus?
I drank the whole pot. I feel fantastic. Let's fuck.
Wait, but we just listen, you need to stop drinking that coffee.
Fine, but you should leave before Santa sees you. I can lift a bus.
Oh, Santa, I thought he was in Miami for a bit.
He left. Turns out he was squatting in Judge Judy's winter home. Who knew?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Sammy, get it together.
What the fuck is going on here? Sam, is that you? Did you come back here to bang my wife again?
No. Listen, Santa, ever since you sold Christmas and put it on Game Pass, the quality has gone really downhill.
Yeah, so what? These damn kids are never happy with anything. Besides, I fired all my elves.
That's fine. We don't need them. Brenda is getting Nintendo to sue for it. They have their own worker elves who can take over. But we just need you to sign this letter that says your real name is Mario.
Mario! What? Why would I have a stupid Dago name like that? My name is Old St. Nicholas Chris Kingle Claus.
Yeah, no, that's not stupid at all.
Shut up, fine, I'll do it. But what's in it for me, huh?
Well, I happen to know Judge Judy. I could get your place in Miami back.
Oh, really? Good! Because I need to get the hell out of here! This woman is driving me crazy with all her nagging! Don't put your clothes over there!
Yeah.
Put the dishes in the dishwasher! Oh my god!
That sounds like her. Anyway, Santa, meet me back in the city when you can. I gotta go find Judge Judy.
Oh, no. What in the devil's tarnation is Sam cooking up? You know, he's got a real thing for these grandmas. That boy not right in the head. I always say, if there's grass in the field, but this field ain't got no grass. It's filled with weeds and moss and spiders. It's a bad place. Bad. Anyway, down at the coffee shop.
Hey, Sam. Well, my end of the bargain is done. I convinced Nintendo to sue. Did you get Santa on board?
Yeah, about that. Almost. I just need to talk to... Oh, hey, Judy, the judge. Looking nice today.
Yeah, thank you, young man. You know, you're looking nice yourself.
Sam, what the hell are you doing? This seems wrong and potentially elder abuse.
Quiet, Brenda. I need to bone Judge Judy to save Christmas. It's the only way.
So, Judy,
Yeah.
turn around and let me see that booty.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, yes, I've been doing Pilates and Kegels. My vagina's never been tighter.
This is turning me on. Just go in the back. I'll meet you right there and you can sentence me.
Oh, Sam, get the KY, you naughty boy.
Oh, great.
You're disgusting, Sam. And I told you to stop serving that stuff. The woman in the corner just chest bumped her toddler.
It's fine. All right, wish me luck. Whew.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. Get on your knees. Get on your knees, boy. Get on your knees. Now. Down.
Do you have one of those
down,
things?
down.
No?
Eat
Okay.
my vagina. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Motorboat.
Do it now. Don't stop. Right there.
Serve
right
me,
there.
Judy.
Right there. Right there.
Serve me,
right there.
Judy.
Right there.
Serve
right
me,
there.
Judy.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
Serve me,
Right
Judy.
there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Guilty as charged. Ugh.
Well. Looks like old Brenda and Sam are both coming through this year for Christmas with the law and the love. You know, there's not a lot of difference between a life sentence in jail and marriage. Anyway, my wife got her eyes on me like a prison guard, woman always over my shoulder, harping and shit. I should have gone gay in the military like my uncle. Anyways, looks like Santa is arriving.
Hey, Santa, over here.
Santa, right on time. There's a friend of mine who's a big fan I'd like you to meet.
Listen, Santa doesn't do lap shit anymore.
Come on, Santa. It's Christmas Eve.
Fine.
Santa, I'd like you to meet my good buddy, Elf Pacino.
Hoo-ha! Hey, Mr. Nicholas. Big fan. Really big fan. I got a proposal for you. Hoo-ha-ha!
See? Isn't this nice, Santa?
No! Who the hell is this guy? He's creeping me out. What does he want from me?
Santa, be nice.
Hoo-ha! So, Santi, I heard you need elves, and I'm an elf. I mean, it's in my name. Elf Pacino.
Aw, he's so cute and little.
I don't need no stinking elves. Santa's a free agent. I'm just here for the deed to my place in Miami so I can rub suntan oil on butt cheeks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here, Santa, the papers are signed and the place is all yours.
What the hell is all over this? It's sticky.
It's
Peppermint drizzle for the holidays.
Yeah, selling well. Here, Santa, have some of my new brew.
Sam, no, what the hell are you doing? You can't mix that stuff with alcohol. You know Santa hasn't been sober since the 17th century?
What the hell is in this stuff? I feel odd.
A good odd or...
Who wants to rub Santa's candy cane? It's a Christmas miracle without it.
Oh, no.
Come on, tug Santa's sack for a gift and a surprise.
Put the coffee down, Santa. I'm going to kill you, Sam.
Sorry. So, Christmas is safe now, right? I can go bang some hot guilt divorcees in Miami now, right?
Yep, Nintendo's lawyers made quick work of it, and Microsoft is going back on the sale. Christmas is officially off Game Pass, which means no early access, and it starts for everyone right now.
Oh, good. I paid a lot for these goddamn drones.
Wait a minute. What, that was you, Santa? Those are your drones?
Yeah, they're all set up to bring presents this year. Because I knew Phil and Microsoft would fuck this up. They always do.
Yeah, but why New Jersey?
I'll tell you, Snooky's mom, one of my elves. I might even be her real father. She was adopted, you know.
Yeah, well, good job, Santa. I guess you saved Christmas, too?
Merry Christmas, Sam.
Merry Christmas, Brenda.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm getting out of this freezing shithole. Christmas is in Miami this year. Later, losers.
Merry Christmas, Bruce Winterstein. Play us out.
In the streets of Jersey, the people look up from Asbury Park to the boardwalk. You know I remember you, even though you forgot me. Someday we'll get out of here and head west. But now they look in the air, this feeling of despair.
Well, they did it. Christmas is saved once again. The moral of the story this year is sometimes it just takes a little love to bring people together in the holidays, or drugs, or a good lawyer. You know, my neighbor did not have a good lawyer at all, and he lost it all, even the above-ground pool. She came over and put it in the trunk of her Oldsmobile and just drove away. There was water everywhere, just like that. He don't have no pool, no more, no pool. Bitch came back and tried to take the chain link fence too. Anyway, get a good lawyer this year. Until next time, children, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And scene.
All right, that was our play. Now
There you
we
have
have some news.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
We hope you guys enjoyed us.
Sex scene.
Now we're going to take all of these plays
Yeah.
and we're going to bring this to Broadway.
Yes.
That's kind of the plan.
Yeah.
And we've been writing this for 10 years at
Now, who
least.
would you
3
want
hours
to
of
play
this by
Drunk
now.
Santa? Or
I don't-
Sam? Or Brenda? Yeah.
I'm playing
Let's think
myself.
of
What are you talking about?
No,
that's true.
Matt LeBlanc would be...
Matt LeBlanc can't be anybody. No.
What do you mean?
There's nobody
He'd
that
be-
Matt LeBlanc would play.
He could
He's
be...
too
That
cool
guy
to
from
be
Twisters
Sam.
would be good for
What?
me.
All right,
No
you're
way.
right. All right, David
He's too
Schwimmer
cool.
is going to be...
Yeah. Schwimmer could be Sam. Why are they all Friends characters?
No,
and
I don't
Brenda's-
want Schwimmer.
All right, Paul
Jesse
Rudd.
Eisenberg
Paul
could
Rudd.
be Sam.
Paul
Paul
Rudd will...
Rudd.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd. Yeah, we could do Paul Rudd.
Okay, Paul Rudd.
Okay, so
Jack
Paul
Black
Rudd,
as
Sam.
Santa. Yeah, Jack Black as Santa.
Jack Black could be Santa.
Yep.
Jennifer Aniston could be Brenda.
Yeah. So we're just taking Friends
Paul Rudd.
people and just they're all like 50. All right, let's get to some news. So
Phoebe, whatever
I-
the actress.
yeah. I saw this and I thought it was funny because I forgot about this game. Beyond Good and Evil 2's troubled development is due to passionate managers not getting along, says creator.
Oh, shut
How
up.
long ago
Fuck
did
you
we
off.
see the trailer for this at this point?
Again, you know what? Listen, we need
game is this? I'm
we
sorry.
need
Beyond Good and Evil
design
2.
by dictatorship to come back.
I forgot
okay?
about it.
Yeah, because listen, first of all, Ubisoft's toast anyway. They're going to sell. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, right? Someone's
I don't
going to
think this
buy
thing's
them.
happening.
But
don't-
this just
I don't
says that
think
no
it'll
one's running.
Mhm.
There's no captain, right? It's like there's too many people in charge. Too many people has their opinion about how the character should look and being
Yeah.
inclusive and whatever. Like it just let's just face facts here, right? Like
They're
it's stupid.
passionate. There's too many passionate people in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Now,
we'll just say
speaking of
passion.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the passion of Pornhub with them revealing the most popular gaming console used on their website as well as the most popular search terms.
And
So the-
characters.
Yes, so the most
I want
searched
characters.
for.
I know.
All right, this is
This
deep.
is
Okay,
so
yes.
weird.
okay. So listen, the most
That
popular
girl from Overwatch.
All right, hang on.
Diva.
So
Yeah,
let's just do
Mercy.
the console first because it's easy.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation 4 is the most popular console on Pornhub.
Well, it's probably the most popular one in people's houses, right?
This is it is 2023 by the
Probably
way.
has a PlayStation VR they have, so they can do the VR stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, I found this to kind of tie into the characters. So basically, the PS4 and PS5 just destroys everything, and Xbox is in third.
Do you want to
and
win
that-
this? The console
No, I
is the most-
don't.
Yeah.
But then, okay, but I thought this
Yes.
is interesting. Okay, so these are the most searched terms on Pornhub, broken down into two categories: the game and the characters. So, what do you think is the most searched game on Fortnite? I mean,
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at the list, but
definitely
I
Overwatch.
would have thought
No,
Overwatch. It's
it's-
actually Fortnite.
it's Fortnite, and then Genshin Impact.
Minecraft,
Yeah,
Fortnite,
Genshin Impact for
Overwatch,
sure.
Minecraft,
Who wants to see
Pokemon,
Minecraft
Atomic
porn?
Heart,
Minecraft?
Genshin Impact. Yeah, this is telling you the age of people searching because who is Googling Minecraft hits?
So this means a bunch of like 8-year-old boys are searching for Fortnite porn.
I'm gonna do it.
Like,
I guess.
I'm gonna
I
Google
see,
Minecraft hits.
yeah, Pokemon.
So it's like Fortnite,
there's a lot of
Genshin-
furries or something.
Resident Evil, League of Legends, Valorant.
Cyberpunk, GTA 5,
Cyberpunk.
The Witcher, Super
I think
Mario.
that's one they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the most
right,
search
so-
for video game characters.
Yeah. So Chun-Li from Street Fighter, which
Fortnite.
I like her.
Chun-Li from Fortnite was the most searched.
Oh, Street Fighter / Fortnite though. She's a
well,
Street Fighter character.
if you look at the
She's a
results,
Street Fighter character.
right? But the thing they're searching for is her Fortnite model. So Chun-Li
Oh.
Fortnite, Tifa Final Fantasy, Diva Overwatch, Lara
Well,
Croft Tomb
Tifa's
Raider,
fantastic. Laura
Lady
Croft.
from Lady Dimitrescu, whatever, I don't know how to say that, from Resident
Oh,
Evil.
she's the big
Sonic,
hat lady.
Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog. Can you please tell me what's happening
Well,
here?
that's some
There's a
furry
weird
action.
furry
That's
thing.
furry stuff.
Yeah.
Ada Wong, Resident Evil, Mario from Super. Who is beating off
Princess
to Mario?
Peach.
No,
Is it
it's
Princess?
Mario. They're searching for Mario.
Oh.
No.
Hey, man. Let your freak flag
Widowmaker,
fly.
Mercy,
Fly.
Jinx, Ashley from Resident Evil, Jill Valentine, Resident Evil, Slime from Genshin Impact, Overwatch, Ruby from Fortnite, Mona Genshin Impact. I mean, some of these you'd expect. Cammy, Street Fighter, yeah.
How come there's no dudes?
Women don't really
I'm just
watch
curious.
porn as much.
It's an honest question.
It's gay dudes and it's straight
There's
dudes.
no
John.
dudes.
Well, I think
Well,
that's the
there's like-
Mario thing.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
Mario's
probably
the
gay
only.
dudes, though.
Well, both. Yeah.
But who wants?
No woman is beaten off to Mario. Or
So you want to say
flipping-
I don't
like
know.
Mario like fuck Toad? Like
No.
like, is that
None of
what
this
we're
is
going?
interesting.
It's a me. It's a me.
It's like the worst thing ever. Most search for
I'm the
video
best.
game. Most search for movies: Star Wars, Harley Quinn, Game of Thrones, Avatar, Harry Potter, Wonder Woman, Black Widow. None of this stuff seems Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Okay. Deadpool. Like what the fuck? I don't know. This is weird, and I don't know how accurate it really is. If it's just like
Yeah.
search for games.
Well,
you know?
according to these screenshots, it came from Pornhub.com/insights.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can go there. Hang it.
Yeah, I find some of these things very odd, like the Mario.
I mean, this is
one.
on their actual website.
Mhm.
So, all right. So, movie and TV characters. All right, let's just do this. So, what do you think is the most popular movie
Well, I
character?
just went on them. I mean, Star
Oh, you did
Wars,
Harley Quinn?
probably Princess Leia, and
Yeah,
then
Harley
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Harley Quinn for
Oh, so you
sure.
did go on this to verify it's real. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm on the link in our news. Batman, Megan, The Incredibles. Like what? The Incredibles.
The Incredibles mom.
All right.
is a
So the
big-
most
Is it The
popular
Incredible Mom?
category
Okay.
is MILF, then anal,
I don't know what's up with MILFs. Like
And
a
then
lot of dudes want to bang
Japanese.
moms.
then lesbian,
I
then
think it's the
mature.
age.
Yeah, why do people like older women now? Is it because
Because they're not a pain in the ass.
20-year-old women are fucking shit now? Is that what it is? MILF is.
Your taste change as you grow older.
I don't know.
Dang,
MILF is
I
always
don't
number
mind
one. I get anal, but MILF, I don't know.
You
What's
get
up with the MILF
anal?
thing? I get why anal is searched. Dudes like ass. I don't get why people are searching MILF. Why do you want to fuck some old stretched vagina? Can these dudes explain this to me? I don't. Is it the lactating nipples? What is it? I don't know.
Experience.
Wait,
I
wait,
can
there's no
I get
lactating
anal.
nipples?
I don't get the lactating nipples.
Wait,
in the
you get
MILF.
anal?
confidence and
Yeah, the
experience
There's
in
no
a MILF.
lactating nipples
The
in the
chat
MILF.
is going MILFs for the win. I don't get the MILF thing.
But there's no lactating nipples
You're
in the
thinking of
MILF.
They
grandma.
like-
You're thinking of gilfs.
they
MILFs
like
are
the
just
motherly
like people
thing. Derek
our
says.
age.
Do you want a nurturing woman in the bedroom? Is that what it is?
No,
I
that's
think
a
it's that.
guilt.
I
Someone
think
who's
it's that.
confident, who's been
I
around.
thought it
who's
was
knows-
like
knows what
pigtails
she
and a
likes.
mini skirt and like cheerleader shit. Now because like
Yeah, no.
I thought they're
that's-
searching barely legal.
I've got a
now,
daughter now. That's
People okay, so now older guys want like a motherly kind of like okay.
Not motherly. No.
Well then why are you searching MILF?
Like just
She
kind of
had
like
she had another man's baby. That's instant to qualify. Okay? Another man's
How do you
baby
know
slid
that?
out of
saying
her
women can't be
vagina.
sexy after they have babies.
I'm saying it's another man's baby slid out of her vagina. Why do you want to go in? What's wrong with your guys' brains that you're searching MILF? I don't get
How
it.
do you-
I get
a lot
it.
of
No,
But
women
why
I
do
don't
you
get
assume
MILF.
that MILF equals baby?
Because it's
factory?
a mother, you dumbass.
Oh, okay,
It's
I
a
guess
mother.
so. But by definition, I think it's okay. I guess
Yeah.
you're right. So,
I
so
don't get it.
okay. I
MILF.
see. To me, MILF
Krill
is just
thinks
like
it's because guys are just searching people for around their age and they don't want to feel creepy looking at a young woman. I get
Yes.
that. I get it. That
Yeah.
that makes more sense to me. Thank you. You put it in women's terms. I didn't get if it was like the thing that she was a mother that was like you needed. Like
That's just how they label them.
no. I
Okay.
don't.
It's an age thing, mature, okay.
In my
Okay.
opinion, MILF does not mean a person that has birth.
Hollow says it's just mature, a more mature woman.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I think it doesn't mean I want a woman that had a baby fall out of them.
Right.
Like,
I
I
didn't
want to
know
watch
if
the
that was
baby
a
fall
fetish
out
thing.
and then get
Yeah.
right in there.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've never thought of it that
So
way. I just
these
think
men
it's
just want
a woman
who
of a
looks
certain age,
of their age, not like some
30, 40, 50, and
Right.
then we get into the gilfs. I think after that, like
Okay. I got it. So yeah, that's weird at Pornhub. Some of the searches threw me like Mario. I want to talk to the
I don't
person
get the Mario thing. That's bizarre.
Or any video game character.
Why is
What are you guys doing?
Overwatch so sexualized? It seems like.
Oh, there's a lot of weirdos.
Well, the
that play
character models have
Overwatch.
big boo. Like character models
But
are
I've accidentally
No,
seen. I really mean this.
It's the
Extra
weirdos
girl
who
is
draw
The Eskimo
art.
girl, the
Pixie
Eskimo girl getting fucked all the time. That always
Yeah,
comes up.
she's not number one. It's usually Diva and Mercy. And like the more
what's the
petite
Eskimo
girls.
girl?
May would be the chubby Eskimo girl. Yeah, with
I've
the
seen
glasses.
that accidentally many times, like on Twitter and
Right.
shit.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Accidentally, Matt.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Mario banging Luigi,
It happens
Sav
a lot.
says. Maybe. Is that what it is? It's like gay brother porn? It's like a fetish? Is that what people are Googling? Wait, no Luigi searches, just Mario, which, like I said, I've always been more of a like if I had to fuck a Mario
Well,
brother,
Luigi's
it's
got
gonna be Luigi.
maybe
It's not
some
gonna be
big dick
Mario.
energy. Yeah, he's got.
Luigi,
he's a little more.
I'd rather be Luigi. Plus, he's like not, you know,
he's hung.
I think
Like I feel
That's what I just said. He's got big
Yeah.
dick energy.
Yeah.
I don't think Mario
Like,
does.
Luigi, I just feel like Mario's Princess's little bitch. Do you really want to mess with a guy who's obsessed with Princess? Because you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm with you
Yeah.
there.
And by
I'm
the
with
way,
you with
tell me about this
Luigi.
Call of Duty porn that's also on this list.
Is it?
What
Who's
is Call of
Googling
There's Call of Duty porn, there's
Yeah,
Apex
it's
Legends
weird.
porn. Like what I mean,
I
The
don't
Witcher
know.
I get, Tomb Raider I get for sure.
I don't get any of it.
I don't okay,
I don't
if
get any of it. I think people need
You don't get
like,
Tomb Raider? Come on. You
Well,
don't get Tomb
no,
Raider.
Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider I get. But
I
you
get
know what's
someone
last
Googling
on the
like
list?
the real Laura Croft. Why the video game version of her? How does a video game like get like tap into that for you? I guess I just don't. get that.
Minecraft is the one I can't get my head around at all. Like,
Yeah,
what does that even
Minecraft
look
is
like?
very weird.
So does
There's pictures. I just saw
Steve
pictures.
have a pixel dick that comes out? Like
Yeah,
is it
what
all-
is
No,
a
it's
pig?
women. There's like
Okay.
made up women, just
Okay.
a gigantic.
What the hell does
square
their
knockers.
vaginas look like?
a square?
Just like how big?
It's a cube. Yeah, everything's a cube, Michelle. So
This is cute.
so it's either one or two
That's so
cubes, and if it's
weird.
2 cubes, she's not a good catch.
You don't want a
You want
two-cuber.
Right.
you want the
Oh.
one cube.
Wait a minute. Why would there be two
Yeah.
cubes in their vagina?
No, the size of it. It'd be either one pixel
yeah,
or
yeah,
2
yeah.
pixels.
1 pixel.
you know.
1 pixel
Yeah,
vaginas only. If you guys are out there on dating apps, I want you to write that right now.
Yeah, yeah.
1 pixel vaginas only. If she gets it, she gets it. Because a 2 pixel vagina is hot dog in a hallway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, I understand now. That's the Minecraft
That's why
thing. That's what it
when
is.
my
It's-
wife-
it's dudes like, how small is the pixel and can I get my dick in it? That's what it is.
Yeah,
you figured
it
it
is.
out.
That's all we ask ourselves.
Yes, because they gave themselves like a 10 pixel dick, and she has a 1 pixel
10
vagina, and then
This
they're
is-
like,
I know.
It's
yeah,
a math problem. You
I get
tapped
this.
into it.
It is a
You
math
get it.
problem.
Now
Yeah.
we get why people are beating off to Minecraft porn. It's like, how do you get the
Actually,
10 pixel
I'm
into the
gonna
1 pixel?
I'm gonna
you should
sacrifice
you figured
my
this out.
Google search history right now and
He
type
figured it
Minecraft
out.
porn.
I think it's what it is. It's the 10 pixel
I want
dick
to
and the
see
1
what it
pixel
looks like.
vagina.
I'm on Pornhub right now,
Yep,
and I
it's
just search for
voxel
my.
crotch. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not pixely. The Minecraft
Wait a minute.
porn.
So if
It's
her
all-
vagina is 1 pixel, what's her ass? A half a pixel?
it depends.
Okay, because that's I mean, what are you going to do there? We have-
Minecraft porn doesn't make any sense to me. Some of it
It
just
does
looks
now.
like furry stuff. Some of
Gross,
it
it's like
doesn't.
Minecraft porn would probably be whatever you make it. As long
Okay,
as it's
so
in the
some of
Minecraft
it
world.
is like a anime like body, but with a Minecraft cube head.
Oh, so there's,
Or like
that's like
boobs
the
on a
guys who want to
creeper.
put a bag on the girlfriend's head. Kind
Yeah.
of thing. That's what it's tapping into. Like she's a butterface, right?
Yeah, this Minecraft porn
it's
stuff
butterface.
makes no
'Cause
sense to me.
Everybody's been with a butterface out there, right, guys? I've heard about this.
This video,
You just turn her around.
some of these videos have 1 million views of.
Yeah, it's the bag on the head thing. Yeah, this
Okay,
is very
all-
Christmassy. I agree.
Michelle, also on here, and you and I talked about this a long time ago.
Okay.
Someone is streaming straight up or posting straight up Call of Duty gameplay. No
Okay.
porn. No porn.
Just on Pornhub?
Yep. No
I
porn.
feel like I should be a Pornhub streamer, but just stream games.
You and I talked about this.
Yeah,
644,000 views.
Let's do this.
A guy just playing.
You play, and I'll
Solo.
sexualize the game.
Like this guy's doing nothing. This
Yeah.
guy's literally just playing
Yeah.
Call
it's
of
just
Duty.
dudes beating off to guns, maybe. and like headshots.
644,000 views.
What if I guarantee some guy is coming to a headshot, right?
Listen,
That's
I
what
had
it
this
is.
idea like 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Yeah, but we
Like,
didn't do it. There's people who do and people who don't. If you act on
Yeah,
something,
I know.
you do it. It's it. We all had ideas.
People are posting gaming videos on here.
Yeah, because you know what? We should have done it 20 years ago.
I know.
Now look, this guy's making $100,000 every week.
That's
Speaking
funny.
of making a lot of money, so Elden Ring, Night Rain, some other big announcements from the Game Awards. I'm sure we're all very excited about some of the things. Did you see anything, Matt? Because you didn't watch it in us. Are you excited about anything from the Game Awards?
Yeah, a
New
lot of it.
Okami.
Outer Worlds 2.
Okay.
I'm really excited. Was that Game Awards though? Yeah, that was Game Awards.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get into debate. I am excited about the new Naughty Dog one. I don't want to talk about it. I'm excited.
What is it though?
Witcher 4.
It's just a
I'm very
bald,
excited.
googly-eyed bitch in a
I'm not.
played
Nope.
out
With a bunch of
80s
logos.
I don't wanna do it.
Guardians of the
do it.
Galaxy. Sony is
Look at-
dead. Stop making these bombs. Nobody wants to play this. We
It's
don't
not
even
a
know what it
bomb.
is.
It's not a
But
bomb.
what
Let's
is
It's
it?
a
move on.
total
The
bomb,
only
dude.
good thing about it
There's
was
not-
Trent Reznor's music. Let's all agree on that.
No, it's gonna slap because Naughty Dog slaps.
It's gonna slap.
That's
Why
gonna
does
fail.
everybody have to be so angry in these games now? They're just like,
Why do you
Why
have
is
to be so angry about a trailer?
she
I want
looks
bald
mad.
women to
She
go
just looks
away.
mad. Why do I
Bald
want
women
to play
should go
this
away.
That's
angsty
the
bald
actress,
woman?
though.
She's
No,
angsty.
the
That's an
actress is
actual
very
woman.
petite and tiny boned. They made her huge.
And you know what? She probably
No.
hates me.
No, you guys are.
honestly.
She's an actual human being, and you're.
No,
you're
that's
Oh my
not her
God.
body, Matt. That's not her body. That's the girl from
That's
You
her
on Netflix.
body.
That's not her body. She's tiny. She's tiny boned. She's tiny boned and tiny framed. They made her this huge, strong woman, and they made her bald. She's not
Wait, she's
bald.
huge and strong?
Tiny. No, she's not. In the game, she is.
She
She's
is?
tiny in real life. Yeah,
She's
a tiny
big?
petite. She's a petite girl in real life.
No,
Yeah.
she's giant in the game.
She's muscular. She's got big, broad shoulders.
She's a normal person
and big
in the game.
muscles. She's not normal. She's got jacked arms, Matt. She's definitely butched up. She's doodly, but the character isn't.
She's just a normal character.
No, that's not
normal-
a normal.
what's
character.
normal about that?
Naughty Dog has made some great
We don't
franchises.
know
I
what
think
it
this is
is.
going to be amazing.
It's just Guardians
Naughty
of the
Dog
Galaxy
is
again.
toast, dude.
Concord
Guardians of the
copy.
Galaxy. It's retro 80s futurism. It's Akira. It's,
Retro
Blade
80s
Runner.
future-
Right, but
Futurism.
what's the gameplay? I'll wait to the gameplay. I don't know what the gameplay is. It could be a bejeweled game. We don't know what it is.
Well, it looks like it's a third-person action, so it looks like it's going to be like a lot more action-packed than like
Okay.
Uncharted or.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the game is yet, but
Yeah,
people,
we're,
they had to
we're
hide the
really
comments and
far
change
away
them.
from an Uncharted, by the way, with Naughty Dog at this point.
Naughty Dog is whatever.
They've done some
Xbox
great
won't have
stuff.
exclusives
We're really
going
far
forward
away, Matt.
anymore. What do you think about this? She's got 2 pixels. She's got a couple more pixels. She's got 10
She's got
pixels.
4 pixels.
Yeah, she's got them in the wrong area. Now, Xbox won't have exclusives anymore going forward. It's been claimed, John. This is the rumor that Fable is going everywhere. How
okay,
do you feel?
what's
is
an
it over?
Xbox?
Is Xbox what's happening?
No. All right, let's talk. I saw a lot of butthurt people today online
Yes.
mad about Xbox. Like really mad. Saying that they're going to sell the console, cancel Game Pass because Microsoft's putting these games on PlayStation
It's so
and
dumb.
elsewhere.
Crybabies.
I think it's completely dumb. Okay. I don't see how it affects you. Okay.
Nope.
And
They're
if
mad that they
anything,
bought in or something?
and if anything, to me, if Microsoft knows they have multiple platforms to sell their game, aren't they going to invest more in making better games, knowing that
They sell more of their franchises.
the
they're gonna make
return
more of their
upside is
franchises.
greater because they have more outlets? So why wouldn't they invest more to make a quality game, right?
Yes.
And does it really matter? I think in the future here, it's not going to matter what system you have. You're going to have everything everywhere except for Nintendo. They're going to just stay on their
Yeah.
little island. But
Right.
Sony's putting their shit on PC. Microsoft clearly is. I mean, Microsoft has done this already. They own Minecraft. Let me remind you of that. And that's everywhere. Are we mad about that?
I don't understand the mad thing
You're
unless
speaking
you're
of
like a
converted here,
7-year-old
but I understand what you're saying.
whose parents.
They're mad though.
only
They're
bought
saying,
them.
I'm going to cancel my Game Pass because I can't
Good.
handle Indiana
Go
Jones
away,
being on
crybaby.
PS5.
It has zero impact on your life.
No, it has
Zero
no
That other
impact.
people can play. The only thing is if you were like holding this game like and playing this dumb console war exclusivity
Yeah,
thing.
which I remember back in the day with SNES and Genesis and
Yeah,
going.
when you were in grade school.
I know, but now it's a weird
I
hill
would
to
only
die
agree
on.
with it if like as a PC gamer, if they're putting something on console and they change the gameplay because they dumb it down so it's controller friendly or something like that, then I can see it impacting you. But console to console, it doesn't
Michelle,
impact
listen,
you at
every
all,
Steam
so.
game these days has some controller option, really.
No, but when they design a game for PC only and a game for PC and console, there are compromises that are made sometimes for a PC game.
I think with these current game engines, everyone's using
I'm not
these.
talking about fidelity with graphics. I'm talking about just the design of it. Like Diablo 4 was heavily impacted because they wanted to play well on console,
and
so
PoE
they limited
probably
the amount. They limited the amount of spells you want. Now PoE is the same, but anyway.
The thing is, if you play in console, the action bar in PoE is totally different than
right,
PC.
but you still have the same amount of skills and spells that you can use on PC and console.
Right.
So they didn't change that. Now, speaking of Nintendo doing their own thing, developer says Nintendo Switch eShop is, quote, filled with scams.
Really?
Egregious scams. Yeah.
Egregious.
Yes, he said the
Well,
developers of
sure
Unpacking expressed frustration with the number of scam games being written and sold on the Nintendo Switch eShop. He said they aren't looking at it at all. They aren't evaluating it. They let anything go.
Goodness.
It's become a cesspool, John.
Cesspool.
A cesspool.
Egregious
I mean, you could probably argue that Steam has some of that too, but
I think people are expecting that for Steam and not for Nintendo.
I've been seeing like weird, like a lot of clocks on the Switch store. I don't know why.
For the
Clocks,
Alarmo.
Like literally, no, just a clock app for the Switch.
There's something weird about this. Like the clock apps have a back exploit. Like there's something about clock apps where you can
this
take
might
notes
be what
and
Michelle's
things.
talking
They're
about.
watching
Like,
you. They're watching you.
and
but
I've been seeing
like
it
this is how people keep secret notes. Or it's like a secret communication between people.
Oh.
with a
Like
clock.
you can use it to like have untraceable like messages using the clock
They're
app.
like planning
kind of
bad
thing.
stuff together
That's
with it or
funny.
something like.
You know, Matt
Paris.
McCarthy and I made a flashlight app long time ago.
That's so
and
stupid.
we buried a Galaga clone inside of the flashlight app. Because like when you use the flashlight app,
Mm-hmm.
it would work, and then the battery would fall out
Yeah.
and on the screen, and then Galaga monsters would take the battery, and you had to beat the Galaga game to get the battery
Can't
back
you
to
just
get
turn
the
your
flashlight.
flashlight on your phone?
That's
Why
actually
do you
kind of
need it?
No, we were trying to be clever
Yeah, but why
Yeah.
do you need an app for a flashlight? Who wants to open an app?
because
for a flashlight?
that was a genre of apps in the beginning because they didn't have that built in.
You
That
couldn't
just turn your
it on
flashlight
phone.
on.
Okay, weird.
Because
All
the
right.
flashlight was related to the camera at the time.
What if it's an emergency? Yeah, you're fucked. You just time to play Galaga.
Listen, that was a really good idea. I'm sorry, it was solid. Just like
You
the
killed people,
Did you
John.
sell it?
You killed people.
what? Yeah, we sold it. I think we monetized it. I don't remember if we sold it or gave it was a
Derek's
free
like,
app.
what if it was an emergency? Like someone's using your dumb app.
Yeah.
Yes,
My
you
dad's
open the
dying,
app
I
and
need
turn
light.
the flashlight on. The battery falls out.
Yeah.
The Galaga monsters grab it. You have to beat the Galaga game to
Yep.
get the flashlight back.
Yep. That's it.
And and then we had that super awesome app, which is
Before
now
we
a
get out of
thing.
here, John.
The super
Warzone
awesome
is
app
dead.
was genius.
Warzone's
We had
future in
people,
doubt amid community
random
outcry.
people texting you,
Warzone
telling you how
is
great you
dying.
are.
That's
And now
terrible.
there's like all these AI
That's terrible.
chatbots
That's
that are
terrible.
like a trend.
Times, man.
I feel like
Huh?
Warzone is genuinely dying. The problem with
Warzone?
it, nobody will change. Yeah, this was a big thing today. Warzone's
Oh,
future in
shut
doubt amid community outcry.
No way. Not
Yep,
even
it's
close.
dead. Call of Duty is dead.
Okay, and then
Warzone
we'll
is
read. I
dead.
guarantee you, we will read the stats of top
COD
selling
is
games of the year, and Call of
dead.
Duty will be number
So,
one, as it always
Okami
is.
2 director Hideki Kayama was asked by a fan if the announcement trailer was done with AI, and he said, "Don't ask such pointless questions, you idiot. Go away." And Capcom said they're going to be digging up old IPs like that game, and also what else? The other one, Onimusha, maybe or something. There's another one they mentioned, saying that they're bringing old stuff back, digging back into the old Capcom grave. So that's good news. Anyway,
Let's talk about this before we leave.
okay.
The Switch 2 and the size of it.
Oh, is it a 10 pixeler? What is it?
No, it's big and girthy.
Oh,
So D-Brand, our friends at D-Brand,
that's right.
I mean, I buy this shit all the time. I don't know why, but I do. They accidentally leaked a case for the Switch 2 showing the Switch inside of it.
Really?
And
Accidental.
Do we have a picture?
and
Yeah,
everything I've seen so far seems to point in the direction that the Switch 2 looks exactly like the current Switch,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
And
way
the
bigger.
screen's worse because it's not OLED.
Well, it's way bigger though. It's just way bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So is that enough? I mean, more horsepower, bigger screen, better battery life. I'm assuming, and I also heard that the cartridges are exactly the same as the current Switch.
So it's going to play old Switch carts.
Yes. But the form factor
Well, there's new kids every day that want to Switch.
does not change. I mean, backwards compatibility was a given, but if the cartridges are truly exactly the same, with no, because in the past, like on the 3DS and the DS, the cartridges were the same, but the 3DS.
So here's how it's going to
won't.
work. It'll play
Okay.
old Switch games, but the old Switch won't play new Switch games. So
I know,
when
but in
new
the
Zelda
past they
comes
made it so
out-
those cartridges would not be fit into, because the 3DS and DS were compatible.
Right,
but
but I
the
bet
3DS
the new
cart-
carts. I bet the games that only work on the new Switch won't fit into your old Switch and won't run
That's
on
what I'm
your old
saying.
Switch. So
Okay, so visually,
it's really
do
like
you
a
want-
Switch Pro. Call it a Switch Pro then, because it's the same damn thing, just bigger and newer.
so I do like the idea of it being bigger, and I've said that in the past. I
Why?
want them
I
to
thought
make
you
it
said
bigger.
you didn't like that your Steam Deck was bigger, and that's why you like the Switch.
Not
Thank you for the
thicker,
gifted sub, Seth.
Not
Merry
thicker.
Christmas.
The problem with the Steam Deck is that it's bulky as fuck compared to the Switch.
Okay,
The Switch is elegant and graceful,
well, because there's nothing in it.
and they should be commended for how
No.
thin they made it. Yes,
Commended.
yes, they should.
Medal
Every
ceremony.
dude I know
I think
says it
they-
feels dinky.
It's
feels
not dinky.
dinky.
It's. I mean,
And that
listen. When you're
and
on
that
a
the Steam
when
Deck
you're-
feels like more manly and better.
no,
in
the
their
Steam Deck
hands.
feels.
I've
the
heard
Steam Deck.
if you have normal sized hands as a man, that the Switch is too small. That's what I've heard. Do you have
Okay,
midget
but
hands?
No, the Steam Deck is comically big, and I said that
I've
the
heard
day I
I've
got
heard
it.
it's a good fit for a male's hands, the Steam Deck, and that the
Okay,
Switch
that's
is too
stupid.
small.
It's-
I
it's
think you're
literally-
wrong.
it's
Cards in my big
Dudes are.
hands.
What did you say,
Okay,
Matt?
you know what, Michelle?
It
The
feels like a
girth.
tiny pack of cards in my big hand.
Listen
Yeah,
to me.
see?
Listen, Michelle. You're
John has
I
small
think
hands because
No,
the
I don't.
Switch
You're-
feels good in my hands.
my hands are normal. I have a million videos with my hands in them. So, like,
has
what I'm
small
saying,
hands.
what I'm saying is though, the grips can be manly sized, but
Okay.
the body should be thin and light. The
Well, they
Steam
have
Deck's
to
not.
if it's powerful, it has to have cooling and it has to have a fan. It's like saying, why isn't
Not
my
if you have
4090
NVIDIA
tiny?
juice
Why isn't my
dripping
4090
through it?
tiny? Why
Yeah.
isn't my 4090 as big as the mobile 4070?
juice-
well, it's more powerful.
if the
so you
juice-
need a fan
if
and
the-
everything else.
Okay. I don't see
Cranky
how you
says
could.
the Switch is too small. It's impossible to play with Joy-Con.
Okay, but
Because-
I just said the handles, that grips can be fat for your manly hands, but the device itself should not be as fat as a Steam Deck.
the device
it's
has to
just-
have a fan in it to cool it if it's powerful. That's all.
Okay, not if they have a good APU, whatever.
So
I don't
you're,
know.
you're happy about the size. You want it bigger.
And
But
I've
you-
said that before. I want a way bigger screen. That's my dream. As
All
my
right.
eyes get worse over time.
Right. Well, we'll
That's
have to
what I
find
want.
out. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
But we are running over. So we do thank you guys for joining us. It was a fun
Yeah.
Christmas play. We are off next week. We hope everybody has a happy and safe holiday and Merry Christmas. And we are giving away Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree from our friends at cdkeys.com, as well as Call of Duty Gunner Glasses in our VGO Discord on videogameoutsiders.com. And you can enter into contests and also vote in our Game of the Year awards from the community because we're reading the winners and giving our own picks, Matt, John, and I, on the 30th for our New Year's Eve special. We're off the 31st. So come down live Monday.
That's
sure we'll
right.
be up
And I'm
Monday
sure
early
we'll
that
maybe
day.
squeeze some bonus show in before
Yeah, there'll probably be
Christmas.
bonus stuff if you guys support us on VeganOutsiders.com. We do weekly bonus shows, and there's the whole back catalog, and you get extra entries into our contests in the Discord. So we hope you guys enter to win and vote.
Yeah.
Thank you for the link, Cranky, and thank you for
Yeah, definitely do the award doc thing in our Discord,
Yeah.
and then I
Yep.
I genuinely do not want to know any of the
I
winners
won't tell you.
until
Just don't
yeah.
go in there. We won't,
I'm not
don't
going to go in there. I
there.
refuse. I don't.
So, yep, we're going to give our picks. We're going to go through your guys' picks. You can write in anything you want. It doesn't matter. So, we want to hear from you guys, like who you like, what games you like. Maybe we missed them. Maybe we didn't even bring it up. So,
right.
Do that, and we'll be back live Monday the 30th with our picks.
All right, guys. Listen, I hope everybody has a great holiday. Stay safe.
Eat a lot.
And eat a lot for sure. And we will see you before the new year and after Christmas. So, Merry Christmas.
Enjoy.
Thanks for
Have a
supporting
good
us
one, guys.
forever.
Have a good one, Matt and John. Thank you.
And we'll see you
Goodbye.
soon. Good night, everyone.
I don't believe it. Coffee isn't meant to be downloaded. You don't stream a delicious cup of Java. You buy it from a guy named Sam who's been working the same job for the past 15 years, and you pay 2 times the price because it's made from the heart. And beans we get from a guy named Sebastian who plays the flute in the subway, but it's delicious and it shouldn't change.
It's the future. Everything in one place. Come on, Brenda. Sing with me.
I hate musicals. Do I have to?
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
You know what? It's true. This is the future of coffee.
Fine. Christmas, you're really just a pain in the ass.
Oh, no, baby, you got it all wrong.
Christmas, you make me wanna cry so bad.
It will be okay. One low price, all in one place. Naughty or nice, I got some big news for you. Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
Christmas is saved. Phil is here. A bunch of new games, year after year. Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
Christmas is coming to Game Pass. You saved my life, a dream come true. I love you, Phil. I want to be with you.
I told you, baby, Phil will save everything. Game Pass is the future. We're Cloud.
Christmas is coming to Game Pass. Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, baby, I told you, man. Just stick with me. This Cloud stuff is fantastic, honey.
Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
This is absolute bullshit. PS5 is better.
I gotta get with the times. Christmas is coming to Game Pass.
In the streets of Jersey, the people look up from Asbury Park to the boardwalk. You know I remember you, even though you forgot me. Someday we'll get out of here and head west. But now they look in the air, this feeling of despair. What is up there? I say, drawers in the sky. You came to me in your wedding dress. I said, get in my car, we're heading west. But you said, what is that up there? Is Bezos delivering packages up in the air? I don't know, it's getting kinda late. Maybe we should listen to some John Bon Jovi. And you said, what is in the air? I'm feeling a bit of despair. Who's your favorite soprano? Is it Michael? And I said, drawers in the sky. Drawers in the sky. You know that Snooki, she's not the best. I never really watched that like the rest. Strap your engine on my tires. Manual transmission, oh yeah. But now everyone is wondering, what are they looking for in the sky? Is it a loose nuke? Is it aliens? Is it something else? Something else. It's drones in the sky. Drones in the sky. Drones in the sky. Drones in the sky.
And now smiles in Town Hall tonight, folks. 60 minutes of fun and music brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. Ipana for the smile of beauty. Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Fun from Hollywood with our star comedian Fred Allen, who tonight brings us Jack Benny. Music by Peter Van Steeden. New features, new music, new laughs. It's Town Hall tonight. Listen to that crowd cheer as Fred Allen leads his parade of stars to the old Town Hall. Fred's leading the band dressed as Santa, followed by those claws in the theater sides of the mighty Allen Art players. Let's join the happy crowd, folks. Everybody's going. Here they come, Speed Demon.
But, Sir Malcolm, you can't break the speed record here in traffic. I must, old bean. I've got to get to my radio in a hurry. It's Town Hall tonight.
Balloonist.
You just came down, Professor Kickard. Why are you taking your balloon up again?
The radio reception is better in the stratosphere, lady. It's Town Hall tonight.
Deep Sea Divers.
Don't tell me you've located a sunken treasure in that wreck, Bill. Yeah, there's a radio down there that's still worse, and it's Jack Benny tonight.
Well, sir, here we are before the old Town Hall, and there's Fred with an old oil lamp making light of the folks as they pass inside. Let's listen.
Eeny, meeny, miny, and the more the merrier, folks. All roads lead to the old Town Hall. Now, don't jostle, madam. Hi there, croak voice. I passed. Hello, Mrs. Sider.
Is Jack Benny here tonight, Mr. Allen?
Not all here, but all there is of Benny you'll find on the inside. With a joke, a tune, and we're starting soon. So hurry.
You finished, Fred?
You bet, Harry. And it's up to Peter now. His first number is Be a Good Sport.
Well, I'll try, Fred. Let her go, Peter.
Be a good sport. Now don't you be a poor loser. Be a good sport. It's great to be a good loser. I mean, kind and be forgiving. Don't cry over spilt milk. How I can make a living. So be a good sport. What if today has its sorrow? The weather report may show a lovely tomorrow. Even if you live to be 100, life is still too short. So be a good ace, be a good scout, and be a good sport. Sport. What if today has its sorrow? The weather report may show a lovely tomorrow. Even if you live to be 100, life is still too short. So be a good ace, be a good scout, be a good fellow, be a good sport.
Presenting that zealous star of Zazu's Zaz, Zitherene, xylophone, zephyr, scintillating, somnambulant satire, Zanuck Zany of the cinema, Fred Allen in person.
Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. Go away, boy. Oh, all right. See, right away. Get away from this microphone here. Good evening. We must get a weather strip put on the hall. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a nice night for it this evening, and before the Hollywood Weather Bureau butts in with a commercial to take the credit for the weather, I'll read you the Town Hall Bulletin for tonight. Hodge White, the first grocer to sell bacon sliced so thin that the streaks had to be pinned to the fatty part. As a special announcement, Hodge says that during the cold spell, he's taking out his dial phone and putting in one of the old stylers, folks. Hodge says you can't use a dial phone with your mittens on, and it's so doggone cold in the store, if you take your mittens off, it'll frost your hangnails. So until it warms up, Hodge is inviting all mitten lovers to stop in and phone in comfort. So much for smart customer appeal around the village, and now for the Town Hall news. The curtain, Harry.
For certain, Fred.
The curtain for certain. A long fella, hey?
Oh, I'm only 5'2", Fred.
The lights go out, and we bring you the latest news of the week. The Town Hall news sees nothing, shows all. Washington, D.C., Government Weather Bureau predicts that backbone of recent cold wave is broken, and nation can expect moderate temperatures from now on. Town Hall News, checking on recent snowstorms and below zero weather around the country, interviews prominent citizens affected. Tales of strange happenings are rampant in the land as a result of recent cold. At Bildad, Nova Scotia, Mr. Tufton Pump gives off-record statements. How did you find the recent snap, Mr. Pump?
It's the worst storm I've seen in these parts in the past 10 years, all but 1 year.
Didn't you see a storm that year?
I didn't see nothing that year, son. I broke my glasses.
I see. Well, how cold was it, Mr. Pump?
Well, to give you a rough idea, our Townshend Club gave a community sing last week, and they called on me to solo.
What happened?
It was so doggone cold, I opened my mouth to sing Old Man River.
What came out?
An icicle 2 choruses long.
Thank you, Mr. Pump. At Eclair, Wisconsin, Mrs. Nadine Whine, a housewife, tells her strange story. You say it was real stormy, Mrs. Whine.
Lord, yes. Snow was so high yesterday, folks going by the house were stooping down to look in my transom.
Was it uncomfortable indoors?
I was chilled so bad, I shook half the spots off a polka dot Mother Hubbard.
Must have been cold, all right.
It was plumb bitter. Why, I sat down on a chair and thought I had a frostbite.
Wasn't it frostbite?
No, I was sitting onto my false teeth, the lowers.
Thank you, Mrs. Whine. At Rockaway Beach, New York, Fordyce Messbaum, retired pushcart baron, had ghastly experience in the cold wave. What took place, Mr. Messbaum?
Hey, what's happening to me should happen to a polo bear.
Did the cold affect you physically?
Not only physically, but financially.
Really? What happened?
For 15 years, my neighbor Gold Club, a tightwad but a good one, is owing me $4. Yesterday in a blizzard, I am meeting Gold Club.
Face to face?
Beard to beard, we are meeting. The temperature is below.
Below zero?
Below zero, he's asking. On top of the mercury, zero is looking like a halo yet.
But what about Gold Club?
Gold Club, all of a sudden getting sociable, is saying, Miss Mom, for 15 years I am owing you $4. And today you're catching me in a mood to settle.
Did you get the money?
Well, I'm putting out my hand in the cold to take it, and lo and give out, I'm hearing something dropping.
Was it the $4?
Not $4. It was 4 of my fingers. A climate, please.
Thank you, Mr. Messbaum. At Hollywood, California, Miss Fern Fickle, loyal Californian, denies the very existence of a cold wave. You say you didn't observe the sudden change in temperature, Miss Fickle?
In California, one doesn't discuss the weather with strangers, mister.
Why, not with strangers, huh? Only entre nous. Why, it was freezing. It was freezing last week.
Oh, yes, zero night. The Chamber of Commerce arranges it annually. It's to help people with swimming pools.
The Chamber of Commerce wants your swimming pools to freeze?
Yes. Once a year, we tip up the ice and sweep out the bottom of the pools.
You Californians take the cake.
No, we lower it back in the pool instantly.
You deny... You deny the existence of bad weather here in Hollywood recently?
As a loyal Californian, I do.
Why, it was so cold last night, I saw a hail coming down.
Not hail, tourists. You might have seen some puffed rain, but not hail. This is California.
Thank you, Miss Fickle. Many farm tenants report unusual happenings. At Pine Snuff, Arkansas, Farmer Conway Straggle is interviewed in his barn. Don't you feel the cold here in your barn, Farmer Straggle?
You're darn tootin', stranger. It's so cold in here right now, I'm steam heating them hens' nests.
You have to heat the nest?
Sure do. How'd you like to sit down in a nest of cold straw and try to lay an egg?
Well,
Me neither, son.
Does the cold bother your cows?
You betcha. Milk freezes right in them. I've been getting it out in sticks.
Milk steaks?
Yeah, well, look, I'll show you. I'll move over there, Bessie. Quiet, I'll milk her for you. All right, easy, Bessie. Take it easy. Now, watch this. The milk comes out about a foot, and it freezes, and I snap her off.
Thank you, Farmer Straggle. Break me off a pint and I'll take it with me.
I'll fix that up.
These flashes have given you an idea of the present-day machine-age cold wave, ladies and gentlemen. But in the mind of the oldest inhabitant, the outstanding cold wave ever to sweep this country occurred during the winter of 1871. On the night of January 2nd, 1871, the mercury took a 52-degree drop. The drop. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest stars tonight, the Basin Street Boys. You have heard their voices many times in musical cartoons, and tonight they sing their latest number, You Drove the Gloom Away.
When the sky's cloudy and gray, and the rain is hard all day, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. When the snow was on the ground, and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. Now bees swarm around you, da-da-da, they think-a-dee-bye. I'm so wild about you, baby, and the top is off your mind. When the snow was on the ground, and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. Oh, baby, you drove the gloom away. Oh, baby, you drove the gloom away. Now, see the swammer around town. They think-a-dee-bye, I'm so wild about you, baby, and the top is off your mind. When the snow is on the ground, and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. Drove the gloom away. Drove the gloom away. Now, honey, baby, drove the gloom away. And now, much as it pains me, and will you, may I present... Jello again, this is Jack Benny talking. Will you go away? Oh, fuck. May I present, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mind riffraff coming in the audience, but when it comes to the microphone of all... May I present Mr. J. Aloysius Grump, who sees all, tells all, and knows enough after reading a reliable weather report to come in out of the rain. Mr. Grump.
Hi, folks. Hi.
I understand you're a bit of a prophet in your spare time, Mr. Grump.
You said it, Alan, you said it. I'm in the know, see? So I can tell what's going to happen before it happens, see? And I'd like to say right here and now that from where I sit, the outlook's pretty gloomy indeed, yes, sir.
What, with Christmas coming on?
Well, that's just my point. Most of the gals who'd like to have mink coats for Christmas are going to get washing machines.
Willy-nilly, eh?
You said it. Father's checking account is going to have fallen ouches, and that ain't all. People all over the country will go through the holidays eating too much and drinking too much and feeling like the end of a misspent life. And there's nothing they can do about it.
Oh, now, come, Mr. Grump. You are painting a pretty gloomy picture here. I grant that a lot of us will overindulge during the holidays, and naturally we will feel stuffy or grouchy or have a headache, because that overindulgence has upset our stomach. But there is something you can do about it, ladies and gentlemen. You can reach for a friendly bottle of Sal Hepatica. Because so many physicians will tell you
that sluggish, under-par feeling is so often caused by two things: accumulated waste and gastric acidity. And Sal Hepatica is a quick-acting, effervescent mineral salt laxative made especially to get after both of these conditions at once.
That's why it is particularly effective, ladies and gentlemen, because Sal Hepatica not only removes accumulated wastes through laxation, but besides, it also counteracts that acidity. So just put 2 teaspoonfuls of Sal Hepatica in a glass of water and drink it. You'll soon be feeling alert, alive, feeling that there is a Santa Claus. If you'll just remember Sal Hepatica for the smile of health.
Peter Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played Limehouse Blues. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't expect to meet...
Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking.
Will you get away from here?
Is this Wednesday night or not?
Well... As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, tonight you didn't expect to meet...
Whom, Fred?
Well, right in back of this radio studio on the Warner Brothers lot here, Harry, there's a gentleman who operates a lunch wagon. Mm-hmm. Day and night, he is a veritable tornado of chopped meat and onions, for he is a genial Merlin who assembles hamburgers at an instant's notice for his customers. And his customers, Harry, are only movie and radio celebrities. Now, I think a man who works untold hours to help radio and movie favorites fend off malnutrition has an odd profession.
He certainly has, Fred.
Well, I've invited him to jump out of his frying pan into our fire this evening and see how it feels to be grilled himself. And so then, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I know you didn't expect to meet Mr. Willie King. Willie, you always make all of us feel at home at your lunch wagon, and Harry and I want you to feel at home here with us tonight.
Thank you, Miss Allen. I'll do my best.
Well, first of all, do you just operate this one lunch wagon in back of the studio?
No, I have 6 wagons altogether.
Where are the other 5 touring cafes?
They're in the garage. I only use them for special occasions.
For banquets, weddings, and things like that, you mean?
No, when Warner Picture Companies go on location, I send out my trucks to serve lunch to the actors and mechanics.
I see. You have the location concession.
Right. I'm the only lunchman with the exclusive concession at the studio.
You haven't any competition then?
Well, there's one fella running a freelance lunch wagon, but he can't muscle in on my territory.
A freelance lunch wagon. It isn't that fella they call Tomaine Sam, is it?
I won't mention any names. Why should I advertise a competitor?
You're right, Willie. Well, tell me, has your lunch wagon ever been in any of the Warner pictures?
Yes, at the one you eat was used I'm a Fugitive from a Chain Gang.
It was in I'm a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, huh? Well, how did it scream?
For not being made up and considering it's a wagon, it looked pretty good.
Well, you ought to paint your wagon red, Willie, and be ready for Technicolor.
You think it's a bad idea?
I think it's a good idea. But say, There's one, don't mind my voice tonight, Willie. I'm taking voice lessons from Andy Devine's teacher. It's just having effect. But say, there's one question I forgot. I should have really asked you first, Willie. How did you get into this a la carte cafe business?
Well, years ago, I used to be in picture business.
Uh-huh. Now it comes out. You were an actor, huh?
No, I was assistant director with Larry Seaman in silent pictures.
What was the last picture you worked on?
The Wizard of Oz.
Were there any actors who are stars today in The Wizard of Oz?
Clark Gable was an extra in that picture. He carried a spear.
I wonder what ever became of that spear.
I wouldn't know.
Naturally, but how did you happen to work yourself up from assistant directing to owning a lunch wagon?
Well, when the talkies came in, I asked Jack Warner to give me the lunchroom concession at his studio.
And Jack Warner did, huh?
Yes, Fred. That was 12 years ago, and thanks to his kindness, I've been in business ever since.
Well, I imagine, Willie, that during the past 12 years, you have sold a sandwich to practically every big star on the Warner lot.
Yes, I've known them all.
And you're acquainted with all of the Warner stars today, of course?
Oh, yes. Dick Powell, Joan Mondell, Edward G. Robinson, Andy Devine, Pat O'Brien, Leslie Howard.
What does Leslie Howard usually have for lunch? Kippers and crumpets?
No, Mr. Howard generally has coffee and donuts.
Well, confidentially, Willie, have you ever caught Leslie Howard dunking?
Well, one day...
Now, wait for your laugh, Willie. Wait for your laugh. That's right.
Well, one day when he was drinking his coffee, I did hear a splash.
You heard a splash while Mr. Howard was drinking his coffee. Was Les dunking?
No, his wristwatch fell in his coffee.
Well, who else bolts calories at your table-d'hote trailer?
Ruby Keeler.
Does Ruby like your hamburgers?
She says they're the best in town.
No kidding, huh? Is Al, what's his name, her husband, Al, that fella, is he a hamburger addict?
No, Al generally takes his steak smothered in ketchup.
What about Betty Davis?
Miss Davis is crazy about potatoes. I've seen her order fried potatoes and potato salad in the same plate.
I imagine you treasure the mental picture you have of Miss Davis's potatoes among your starchy souvenirs, Willie.
There's no time for sentiment when you're running a lunch wagon, Fred.
Say, I've forgotten one of Warner Brothers' most important stars, Willie. Have you ever served Paul Muni?
Sure, but I have trouble recognizing him. He looks so different in every picture.
You've never chased Mr. Muni away from the wagon, have you?
No, but once when he was making Louis Pasteur, I kept him waiting a half an hour. I didn't recognize him with his beard on.
Did Mr. Muni stop in for lunch at Emil Zola?
Every day.
I'd like to have seen Zola eating a hamburger.
Say, if they're good enough for Paul Muni, they're good enough for Zola.
Well, you've been catering to movie folks so long, Willie. Tell me, who eats more, the stars or the extras?
Well, the extra usually. Lots of the stars are dieting while they're working.
Have you ever witnessed any unusual gluttony at your wagon?
Once I saw Barton McLean eat 5 steak sandwiches in a row.
5 steak sandwiches? Is that an all-time vitamin record?
No. I think Al Dubin, the songwriter, holds the record.
Oh, I've seen Al. He's a pretty big boy.
Al must weigh about 250.
I know. I heard they offered him a job as a stand-in over at the Elysian Mountain until they get the runaway part. Till they get the runaway part back in place. What did Al eat the day he broke your record?
As I recall, Al had 2 ham sandwiches, 2 hot dogs, 2 hamburgers, salami sandwich with ice cream, and plenty of coffee and tea in between.
What did Al say when he finished?
It wasn't a word.
I get it. Well, thanks, Willie, for giving us this opportunity to put on our optical napkins and take a peek behind your mound of chopped steak and onions.
It's been a pleasure, Fred.
You like the radio business, eh?
It's not bad. You don't have to wear an apron.
I know, but you found the secret of success in your own business, Willie. You've hitched your lunch wagon to a movie star.
And the Warner Brothers.
Right. Every sandwich a Warner Brother production. Now, before you go, is there a word of encouragement or advice you'd like to give to any youngsters who might be thinking of going into your business?
Only this, Fred. If you're going to be a success making hamburger sandwiches, you've got to make both ends meet.
Meat as in hamburger, I see. Well, good night and thank you, Willie King. King's Men. Tonight the boys sing Nobody Loves a Riveter But His Mother. Hammer away, boys.
Gotcha. All for one and one for all. That's how us girls play basketball. Get me. Gotcha. Get me. Gotcha. That's how I earn me weekly check. Put a hammer on me shoulder and a girder around me neck.
Hey, you guys, look at that swell dame down below. There she go.
Get me.
Hey, how do you get that hitting me there with a red-hot rivet?
Oh, look what you're doing, you clumsy boo.
Oh, I'm fed up with this lousy job anyhow.
Why? A girl can love a sailor, a butcher or a tailor, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. A girl can love a plumber or some guy even dumber, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. She'd love a crook who'd break into a jewelry shop. If she's a cook, she'd even love a cop or nurse. But when we start to rivet, no woman cannot live it, so nobody loves a riveter but his mother. A girl can love an actor, a lawyer or contractor, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. But nobody loves a riveter but his mother. King Solomon, 10,000 wives all paid his rent, and each one paid 0.1%. Oh, for goodness sake. But when we start to rivet, no woman cannot live it, so nobody loves a riveter but his mother. Get me. Gotcha.
Thank you. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eugene Lester. Mr. Lester is not a soloist by profession. Gene is the official candid cameraman for the popular radio magazine, The Radio Guide. Gene, you're out here in Hollywood doing candid camera work on some of the radio shows, aren't you?
Yes, Fred, I've been shooting all the shows originating from the West Coast here.
You have, huh? What shows have you done recently?
Well, so far I've done the Hollywood Mardi Gras, the Burns and Allen show, Phil Baker, and then I think that fellow sitting over there in the corner was on one of them.
Oh, Mr. Benny?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, you'll know as soon as you get the things developed. If there's any doubt as to what's been going on, Gene, in your camera, as soon as you get the scripts developed, you can let us know. When are these going to be in, these pictures you've been snapping? I saw you taking some at our dress rehearsal today. When are they going to be in Radio Guide?
Well, these pictures that I've taken today will be in your issue of Radio Guide on January 7th.
January 7th,
That's right.
And you do, I heard you humming at your work, the other day, and that is the reason why we've sort of invited you to carol for us this evening, Gene. Do you do much singing ad libitum besides your camera work?
Well, I do a lot of singing in the darkroom where nobody can hear me.
Well, that's... But tonight you're going to come right out with the lights on and see what happens, huh? Do you prefer photography to singing?
Well, they sort of both work hand in hand.
Well, they do in a way at that. The only difference is that a photographer would be apt to tell other people to look out for little birdie, whereas the singer would have to look out for the little birdie himself. But, well, all right, Gene, I guess we have exhausted the fun for the moment. We mustn't be too funny now because Mr. Benny is coming along with a wham shortly. What are you going to sing, Gene?
Well, there's a new tune called Rosalie that seems to be pretty popular today.
Rosalie from the picture of the same name?
That's right.
All right, Rosalie, thank you.
Rosalie, my darling, Rosalie, my dream. Since the night when stars danced above, I'm so much in love, dear Rosalie, have mercy. Rosalie, don't decline. Won't you make my life thrilling and tell me you're willing to be mine, Rosalie, mine.
Mr. Dean Lester, ladies and gentlemen, radio guide, candid camera expert. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have no serious objections, I'd like to conduct a little experiment at this point. You see, some expert has just burst into print with a statement that radio audiences listen with only half their mind, and consequently have only a vague idea of what they hear.
Well, you think you can change all that, Fred?
No, Harry. All I want to do is to prove or disprove it. Now, if I can just get someone within the range of these tired eyes, this gentleman here in the front row. Do you listen regularly to this program, sir?
Every chance I get.
My public. Would you mind stepping up to the microphone just a second, sir?
Glad to.
Thank you. Now, will you tell me in your own words what Mr. Von Zell says every week about Ipana toothpaste?
Well, I'll try. Let's see. He recommends Ipana toothpaste and massage, and my dentist backs him up on it, too. He says you can help keep your teeth bright and sparkling with the regular use of Ipana. And then I think he makes a very good point when he says that the soft, creamy foods we eat don't give our gums enough work to do. But if we massage our gums every day with Ipana toothpaste, we can give them the exercise they need to help keep them firm and healthy. I guess that just about covers everything.
Well, Fred, this gentleman sort of knocks your expert theory into a cocked hat, doesn't he?
Well, of course, Mr. Von Zell, I've been using Ipana for a couple of years now, and just lately with one of those new double-duty toothbrushes, so I've had plenty of chance to check up on your statements. Maybe that's why I remember them so well.
Well, whatever the reason is, we're very indebted to you, sir.
Not at all, Mr. Von Zell. Oh, there's one more thing I didn't mention.
Well, maybe we better leave that for Harry. He might feel slighted if we didn't. Go ahead, Harry.
Well, I don't know. All that's left for me to say is since brighter teeth and healthier gums naturally mean a far more attractive smile, ladies and gentlemen, always remember Ipana for the smile of beauty. Town Hall tonight will continue immediately following a short pause for your station identification.
Thank you, Peter, and Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played part of I'm Feeling Like a Million. We started our new service a few weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. You know, on all of the hour programs, right in the middle, where the announcer says this is station so-and-so and so-and-so, the music always sort of dies out, and for a few brief seconds, you miss part of the tune. So week after week now, we are going to give you back the few little bars of music you missed when the announcer speaks in our program. Will you play the few strains there, Peter, for us, please? Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you fit that back into the part you heard before the announcer spoke, you have I'm Feeling Like a Million. Now, on Friday night, the Port Jervis String Ensemble will...
Do you mind if I interrupt, Mr. Allen?
Why, no, Portland. Into each life, some rain must fall, unless one lives in Palm Springs, of course.
Or unless one is an old maid.
What has an old maid to do with no rain falling in her life?
If an old maid never gets married, she never gets a shower, does she?
Tub or shower as long as she's healthy. What is this?
Well, I've got a big surprise for you tonight, Mr. Allen.
Big surprise? Now, look. Portland, this is the day of digest publications, concentrated foods, and capsule criticism. Couldn't you sense the trend and show up with a little surprise?
But this is the biggest thing you've had on the program this year.
Hello again for the fourth time.
Now, look, Portland, a thing on the program we don't need. Stuff I don't mind, but not a thing.
But, Mr. Allen, it isn't a thing. This is an old friend of yours from the days of vaudeville.
If it's Otto the trained seal, throw him a fish and tell him I'm busy.
Now, wait a minute, Fred. If you'll just take your nose, that one you used to talk through, out of that microphone.
you'll see that it's me.
Oh, Jack. Jack Benny. Well, I'm terrible. Wait a minute. There's a reception goes in there.
That doesn't happen. I was worried there for a minute.
Well, you've been on 4 times. If you took a little bit each time, it's better you get it all at once like this. Let it pile up. Well, I'm terribly sorry, Jack. I didn't notice you. How long have you been standing there?
Since 8 o'clock this morning. They've been using me instead of the Bolivar watch time.
Say, Jack, did Mary come along with you?
No, Porty. She wanted to come over, but she's busy with her Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping?
Yeah, right now she's over at Bullock's Wilshire putting me through bank.
That gives me an idea. Tally ho, Jack.
So long, Porty.
Well, Jack, this is quite a surprise, you dropping in. I didn't know you were going to be here tonight.
I didn't know it either, Fred, until I heard you announce it 5 times last week. But don't get me wrong, Freddie. I appreciate that build-up. I'm one guy who knows that it pays to advertise.
Now, listen here, Benny. If that's a hint, you're not getting 1 cent for crawling in here tonight, and you know it.
Why, Fred, I didn't expect to get paid for this. I haven't any more right to take money for working on this program than you have. You for a while there.
Now, those armchair jokes, they'll hold you for a while. Now, hold on there. Hold on there, Benny. That's an insult.
Well, if I was Professor Quiz, I'd say correct. Absolutely correct.
And if I was Major Bowes, you'd have left with a unit 10 minutes ago.
Hey, that's nice work if you can get it. You know, Freddie, I wouldn't mind being back in vaudeville again, though, would you?
Ah, those were the good old days.
Yes, sir. Say, Fred, no kidding, will you ever forget the time you and I were together at the Orpheum Theater in Sioux City, Iowa?
Yep. Only I was on the stage.
I don't care, Freddie. I made more money selling peanuts in one day than you did all week.
Well, Jack, I didn't make much money in those days, but I was a pretty good juggler. Remember how I used to toss those Indian clubs in the air and do a funny monologue at the same time?
I sure do. And, Fred, you remember when you dropped those clubs? How you'd let them lay there right alongside of your joke?
Yep. Well, you ought to know. You swept up the theater every night.
I did not. I used to stay in the theater late just to practice my violin.
Well, you should have stuck to your broom.
I should have stuck to my own program, too. I had to ask for this yet, huh?
Well, you had to write it yet to insult yourself.
Well, Fred, anyway, a lot of water has gone over the Don since then, huh?
Over the Don?
Yes, Fred, you know how careful we have to be. But just think, Freddie, just think, here we are, both in Hollywood and both of us in pictures.
It does seem unreasonable, doesn't it?
Of course, Fred, maybe I shouldn't point this out, but I do make a lot more pictures than you do.
Well, Jack, there's so little of you in each one, you have to make more.
Oh, is that why they do it? I'm glad you brought that up. How do you like pictures, Fred?
Fine, Jack. I just finished one called Sally, Irene, and Mary. I'm leaving for New York next week.
Oh, they're releasing you instead of the picture.
Now, Benny, if you're here to drip venom, heed your promiscuous spattering, and remember that retribution is the trailer that follows oral pollution.
Alan, you're just lucky I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I had a hunch you were going back east, Fred, and that's why I came up here to see you. Have you decided which way you're going back? I mean, which form of transportation?
Well, I was going to take the boat and go through Panama, but I've got a hat, so I decided to take the train.
Well, Fred, of course, I don't want to influence you one way or the other, but have you ever thought of driving back east? You know, by automobile?
What kind of an automobile?
Now, don't rush me. And it's in good condition, too. No kidding. Would you like to drive back home, Freddie?
No, Jack. I'll stick to the chief.
Well, if you'd rather hang around with Indians.
But the chief is a train, as you will find out when you finish your next picture, Mr. Benny. Say, what are you trying to get at, anyway?
Well, Fred, I own a Maxwell. And I thought that
You don't think you can palm that tin nightmare off on me, I hope? Why, I wouldn't be found dead in that car.
Say, you're no better than the engine.
Why, the engine in that steam cabinet is so dead, the front wheels are nothing but rubber. Where is that uncovered wagon?
It's right outside the door. Hey, boys.
Yes, Mr. Benny.
Will you drive my Maxwell in, please?
Sure.
Now, be careful, fellas. It's a high-powered car there, you know. Right in here, boys. Right in here.
Well, you want us to leave it right here, Mr. Benny?
Yes, thanks, fellas.
Hey, what's that noise?
Noise? I'll cut off the motor so we can hear it.
That's better.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Benny, I guess this belongs to you.
Oh, the door. Yes, thanks.
I went to close it and it came off in my hand.
Well, you can stick it back on with a little new skin, Jack. Say, what's that bottle of scotch doing tied on the front?
That's for the radiator on New Year's Eve.
It looks like the car's got a hangover already. Benny, you may not be a snake in the grass, but you're sure hanging around with a rattler there.
That's libel, Alan. And if I had my writers here, what we'd call you be a four-bell raz.
Say, what's up? Say, who's on it? Say, what was that? Did the engine drop out?
No, Smarty, it's the new sunken motor. And listen to this horn. That note is by Stokowski.
Well, how is the car on gas?
Well, I get about 4 miles to the quart. If I insist, of course.
If you put your foot down.
Yes.
Well, how much does that make to the gallon?
Well, I never put in a gallon. I don't believe in spoiling a car. You know how it is with gas tanks. Easy come, easy go. Well, Alan, what do you say?
Well, now that I've had a good look at this bear trap, Jack, I know why the Maxwell people went into the coffee business.
Now, Freddie, I'm not begging you to take this car, only I thought, well, you walk all the time. You're not getting any younger. I think you ought to take your varicose veins out for a spin once in a while.
What are you asking for this Rhapsody and junk?
I'm asking $95 FOB.
FOB?
For old Benny. How about it, Fred?
Say, if you don't know, laughing at your next Sunday show already. Can't wait. If you don't know...
I'd give $1,000 if I could think of an answer right now.
If you don't know by now that I don't want that car, you ought to have your skull in.
All right, Fred, as long as you don't want to buy it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll wrap it in cellophane, tie a big red ribbon around it, and give it to you for Christmas. How's that?
If I wake up Christmas morning and find that monstrosity in my stocking, I'll go barefooted the rest of my life.
That would be nothing new for you, you hillbilly. So you don't even want it for a present, huh?
I don't want it present, past, the future. You can take that animated skillet.
All right, Fred, all right. I merely wanted to be a good fellow, that's all. If you don't want the car, and I think you don't, I'll be on my way. No hard feelings, I hope.
No, Jack, I haven't anything against you, not Benny the man. No. I'm just not in the market, that's all. I hope I didn't offend you.
Oh, no, Freddie, I'll just have to sell it to some other guy. Merry Christmas, old boy.
Same to you, Jack, and good luck.
Thanks, Freddie. Goodbye.
Hey, what was that, Jack?
That's what my car thinks of you, Alan. So long, everybody.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, very well done, Master Benny. You've come a long way since the last time we met. And now... now, ladies and gentlemen, let's all get together and make this coming holiday a safe, sane, and happy one. When you buy your cap pistols, Roman candles, toy cannon, and firecrackers, be sure to...
Wait, just a minute, Fred. What holiday are you talking about, anyway?
Why, the 4th of July, of course.
Well, Fred, the coming holiday is Christmas.
I know that, Harry, but if you start talking about Christmas these days, you run into a lot of competition. And besides, I had a message up my sleeve. I want people to be careful. I want them to be able to enjoy their holiday.
Fred, I had a holiday message also.
Oh, Harry, did I spoil it for you?
Well, no, because I want everybody to enjoy the holidays, too. And I want them to be careful. Especially careful of a cold. Because nothing can take the merry out of a Merry Christmas more completely than a cold. That's why I hope that during the holidays, everyone will be sure to have a bottle of Sal Hepatica on hand. Because so many physicians say
you can often help throw off a cold more quickly if, at its very beginning, you do 2 important and fundamental things. 1, remove accumulated waste, and 2, counteract the acidity that so frequently accompanies a cold.
And Sal Hepatica, ladies and gentlemen, is an effective mineral salt laxative that does both of those things at once. It not only removes accumulated waste through laxation, but it also helps nature counteract that acidity. So don't take chances on a cold spoiling your holidays. Take Sal Hepatica for the smile of health.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you those theatrical termites who have gone through their artistic lives trying to bring down the house. The Mighty Allen Art Players. Tonight they present a Christmas fable. It's called Santa Claus Sits Down, or Jingle Bells Shall Not Ring Tonight. Over to you, Peter.
This is station NGNG, folks. Our next program will be...
Just a minute, folks. Here's a bulletin from the Radio News Bureau. A rumor has just reached us that Santa Claus will not ride this Christmas. Unconfirmed reports ride throughout the country that Santa Claus is on sit-down strike. What's going on in Santa Claus's igloo? Stand by, folks. Assassinated Press is investigating the trouble, and we hope...
Is this the Santa Claus igloo?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Claus.
I'm Phil Beat of the Assassinated Press. I'm here to check on this rumor that Santa Claus refuses to ride this year.
Oh, I'm glad to come. I've been fighting with him all week, and he refuses to budge.
Well, where is Santa Claus now?
Oh, the old fool's in the next room sulking. I'll get him. Hey, Santa!
Oh, it ain't no use coaxing, Ma, or you ain't go.
Come on out, stupid. You got company.
Oh, well. What's on your mind, son?
Well, I'm from the Assassinated Press, Santa Claus. Now, what's this I hear?
No, I ain't riding now.
But this is Christmas Eve. Trees are lit up. Millions of children have hung up their stockings. The whole world is waiting.
Well, regardless, I ain't riding.
Ain't no use, mister. He's stubborn.
No, I ain't stubborn neither. I'm sick of being Santa Claus, holding the bag every year.
Well, you must have a reason for quitting.
I got plenty of reasons.
Well, will you talk for the press?
Might swell, I guess.
Well, now, Santa, why won't you ride tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, son. It's a long story. I've been clausing it for 1937 years, son. I've been a-bringing presents, toys for kiddies, loud neckties and handkerchiefs for grown-ups, every Christmas trying to spread joy. But my efforts down through the ages has been a bit of disappointment. My intentions has been good, but my reward has been nothing but grief. The first trouble I had was in ancient Rome. It was Christmas Eve in the court of Nero. The emperor was playing a violin concerto.
Is your emperor the best fiddler in Rome, Latches?
Yea, Nero.
Is your king a master of pizzicato?
Yea, Nero.
Shall Nero play an encore?
No, Nero.
What, you dog? Begone, hypocrite. Clear my throne room. Yes. Now I can play my violin. I'm alone. What's this? What fell out of my chimney?
Merry Christmas, Nero. Merry Christmas.
Who are you, Lumpkin? The chimney sweep?
I'm Santa Claus, Nero, bearing Christmas gifts for your majesty.
Gadzooks, another basket of fruit from the Rome Kiwanis Club.
No, my gift is a trinket rare. So rare, it hasn't even been invented yet.
Bodkins, what is this tiny golden box?
It's a cigarette lighter, Nero. Turn yon little wheel.
Gramercy, it flames. It flames.
Merry Christmas, Nero.
Oh, it flames. Rome has scoffed at my fiddle. Nero will have his revenge.
Hey, watch that lighter, Nero. You're setting fire to the drapery.
I'm setting fire to all Rome. Revenge.
Look out.
Revenge.
Nero, be careful, Nero. So you see, son, if it wasn't for Santa Claus, Rome wouldn't have burned.
Well, I know that, but...
Here I was trying to spread good cheer, and what did I get? Singed whiskers.
But that was 2,000 years ago.
Nero was only the start of my trouble, son. A few centuries later, I had trouble in a little country to the north of England. That Christmas, I had a present for a young poet. I peeked in the window. He was writing a sonnet. His mother come into the room.
Bobby? Bobby? Hi, Mother. It's time you were to bed, lad. I'm composing, Mother. Have you not heard them a poet? A poet at your age, Robbie. I am Robbie Burns, the youngest poet in the Glen. Are you concocting a limerick where never wants to... It's no finish. Can I think of a rhyme for brave? Pay. Pay in a Scotch song? Are you daft, Mother? To be last on the hit parade. Well, you'd better find a rhyme in a hurry and go to bed. Composing on Christmas. It's evil. Good night. Good night, Mother. Oh, a rhyme. Brave, play, day, Chevrolet. Who are you coming out of that chimney?
I'm Santa Claus, Bobby Burns. Merry Christmas.
What's your business, Red Britches?
I'm Santa Claus, Bobby. I brought you something here.
A rhyming dictionary. Which one? Let me look. Hi. Pray, ray, say, stray. Where me and my true love wherever wants to stray. A bonny rhyme. I've written a gem.
Merry Christmas, Bobby.
How much are you asking for the rhyming dictionary, Claus?
It's Christmas, Bobby. I'm giving it to you.
Giving it? Help, Feather, help! Oh, Feather!
What's wrong, son?
This man's a lunatic, Feather.
A daft sandy hand.
I'm Santa Claus, Mr. Burns. I only gave Bobby a Christmas gift.
Give him? Grab him,
Now,
son.
let me
We'll
go.
take him to the asylum.
Hold on, Mr. Burns. I only gave your son a present.
Exactly. A man who gives anything away in Scotland belongs in a padded cell. Grab him, son.
Scotland. I was in the booby hatch there for 30 days.
But that was 200 years ago.
I know, but a few Christmases later, I got a raw deal in another suburb of England. It was called the American Colony. I dropped in at the house of some fellow named Paul Revere. His wife was preparing dinner as Paul came through the door.
Dinner ready, Effie?
Yes, Paul. Pull up a chair.
No. Set my plate on the mantelpiece.
Can't you sit down yet, Paul Revere? My, that ride was last April.
Through every Middlesex village and farm ain't what's round Central Park, Effie.
Well, you ought to try and sit down for Christmas, Paul. It'd be a nice present for your spy.
Who's that?
Might be a British spy, Paul. The woods is full of them.
Hand me my gun. I'll talk to him through the door. Who's there?
Merry Christmas, Paul Revere. It's Santa Claus.
So what?
I've got your Christmas present, Paul. It's a cushion stuffed with fuzz from Delaware peaches.
Can I sit onto it?
You bet.
Sounds mighty tempting, Effie. I'll let him in.
It might be a British trick, Paul. Don't open that door.
I'm Santa Claus, Mrs. Revere. Open up.
I've got my gun, Effie. I'll open the door. I'll crack.
Merry Christmas, Paul.
Look at his suit, Paul.
A red coat. Take this.
Now, whoa, now, Paul. Well, sir, when I got back to my sleigh and sat down, I was mighty glad I still had that cushion full of peach fuzz. You see, son, the world's given old Santa plenty of trouble.
But all these troubles were years ago, Santa Claus. People appreciate you today.
You're wrong, son. Only last Christmas I went down to a place called Washington, D.C. I got confused and went down the wrong chimney. I come out in some office. Coming down the chimney, I heard a man phoning.
Hello? Hummingbird Conservation Project, Professor Beak speaking. $2 million for a hummingbird community bird bath in Florida. I'll mail your check Monday. Goodbye.
Here, what are you doing here? Merry Christmas. I'm Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? One of the Wagner Act clauses?
No. I'm a mythical character.
Oh, a friend of Jim Farley's, eh?
No. I come down from the North Pole once a year to give things away. I give and give all up and down the land to make people happy.
You do? Well, you'd better go back to the pole, Fatty.
But I'm Santa.
No, you're not. The government is Santa Claus today.
And that was only last year, son. That's why my spirit's broken. Being Santa Claus is just one pain in the ermine after another.
Well, won't you reconsider? Think how the headline will look in the paper. Santa Claus on sit-down strike.
Well, Santa ain't a-getting up, son. This is one Christmas I'm gonna enjoy in peace. What's that clock striking?
12 o'clock, Santa. It's Christmas Day.
It is, eh? Well, I ain't moving. I don't mean nothing to me. I'm sitting here. I'm taking it easy. I'm leaning right back here. Not getting kicked around this Christmas. Oh, shucks. Hey, Ma.
Yes, Santa?
Where's my mittens? My bag? My reindeer? My sleigh?
You mean?
Yep, I'm going, Ma.
But I thought you said...
I've changed my mind, son. Christmas ain't Christmas without Santa Claus. I'm a-giving the world one more chance.
But what about my story, Santa on sit-down?
Change the headline, son. Just say, Buck Santa rides again. Merry Before we meet again next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, Christmas will have come and gone. So right now, I want to wish every one of you the merriest and the happiest kind of a holiday. This comes from Peter and Harry, and from our sponsors, the makers of Ipana toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. And so then, from all of us to all of you, Merry Christmas.
Program, ladies and gentlemen, where Be a Good Sport from Love and Hisses, and I'm Feeling Like a Million from the Broadway melody of 1938.